is this? Maybe I should switch this to subscribers only because I'm starting to see the truth briefly about what we are doing today. I've got a guest in the studio.
Out there. I really appreciate you, Auntie B, for inviting me and giving me a listening ear in your program. Thank you so much, man.
You're welcome. So, Catherine lives in the US in a state called yesterday I was trying to call your state. It
Massachusetts.
was I say it's Massachusetts. In fact, my PA sent me a voice note this evening and say, Auntie B, I have to warn you ahead before you go on live. It's not called Massachusetts, it's QSET, Massachusetts. So it's my state called Massachusetts, yo. Massachusetts. Do we have anybody from Massachusetts in the house? Please, if you are in Massachusetts, say hello. They're sending you hugs and love, and everybody's welcoming you. Right. Let's get right into it. Thank you so much, everyone, for your love and for your partnership with us. For being here. You know the rules. Catherine is here to tell her life story. Please don't be judgmental. Okay. Don't come here to ask questions. We are not a court. This is not a jury or a judge's situation. Lawyers, we are here to support her. She's a sister. Okay. And I just recently find out before we even came on live that she's even closer than I thought. Like literally, we are just few minutes away from each other where we come from. I cannot believe it. You see how God works? I didn't even know. All right. But she has a very peculiar situation she wants to talk to her about. She needs our help, basically. So, Catherine, let me come to you, my darling. How are you feeling?
I'm feeling pretty much okay because I am about to I'm about to open up everything I've been bottling, and it's kind of been weighing me down. So I feel much okay.
Good, good. Let's start from the very beginning, how this whole thing started. You said that when I asked you about the title, because I don't know much of the situation because we've not had time to talk, you said I should the title I should give it is that you are married to somebody who is not only a psychopath but a monster. And I
Yes,
started laughing, and you said, Auntie B, it's because you don't know my story. If you know my
yes.
story, you understand. So tell us about your story, starting from the beginning.
All right. Good evening, everyone. And before I start, I want to say this. There's a general saying, we don't go to court and come back as friends. It's so unfortunate. It's just one side of the story everybody's going to hear. But before I say something, whatever I'm going to say here today, it's nothing but the truth. And God Almighty, the creator of heaven and earth, bear me witness. I'm not going to add, neither am I going to reduce from it. As it is, my life experience is what I'm going to say here tonight. My name is Catherine, and I'm 36. Back in Nigeria, I was married. I got married to a young guy who was 2 years older than me. We were doing good. The marriage had two issues, and we were all fine. But something led to something. We were living real good. It was working in oil firm. But it was when we got married, I started seeing the real him. Fine, I am not an SU, but anything juju, I'm always scared. Despite not being an SU, but I'm a Christian. So this guy, the thing got so deep rooted into him. If he's going to office, he puts on jazz. In his car, he hanged it. Fine. I was like, what is this? Nobody I can tell. This is not you. You were a Christian. We both went to the same church. I explained to his parents, things were going awful day by day. We bring different to essence, start bringing native doctors afar to come do sanctification in the house. I could no longer bear it. I was enduring. Then the one that broke the camel straw was he started living the life, flexing around, even our children outside our union, as if that was not okay. There was a day in my son's school. Then my child was 2 years old. I think they were having extracurriculum activities in their school, which is swimming. Little kids. Then according to, they say my son asked one of the girls to come play with his penis, right? So the thing was,
Okay. So
The
you can use words because
mm,
there are some words that
okay,
YouTube do
ma'am.
not
I'm sorry,
allow.
ma'am.
So
All right.
something like that, you say banana,
Okay.
any
I'm
words
sorry,
like
ma'am.
that that you
All right,
that
ma'am.
will flare up because YouTube don't permit some certain words. Just use coded words that
All right.
people will still understand. Okay.
All right. So my attention was drawn into the school. To the school, the parent of the girl were yelling. They were threatening to withdraw their daughter from the school. So they said before I was called, they asked my son, "Where did you learn this from?" You understand? He said at home, and it was like your mom and your dad. He said no. One thing we should know: little kids, they don't lie. They'll tell you as it is. So they said he told them that his dad is always asking him to play with his banana.
Hmm.
No, they were not like they asked him that is your mom always there? He said no, when mom is not always there, because there's something I noticed about him, which on countless occasions I've called him out that if you know you're not gonna train these children with me in a godly way, in a good way, I'll rather train them myself. He's this kind of person, whenever he's at home, he goes naked and they're asking his son to play with him. They'll be playing rough play, stark naked. I was like, no, if you love a child, this is not the route you go. You don't tell you stark naked, the father, I'll be playing with your child, you guys are running, I won't take it. So that was it. The thing was brutal. Then I became ashamed. I had to tender apology to the parent. I felt so ashamed. That aside, this thing was going on until one day he said they told him that our star does no longer work because I'm against his own vision. I don't support what he's doing, and things cannot work. Everybody goes their separate ways. Like joke. He threw my things out. He locked me out. I didn't come out of my house with a dime. I only left with my child, two kids then.
That was a previous relationship in
Yes.
Nigeria.
Yes. So
Okay.
then just the way now our law back home is, it only favor who has money. I was introduced to the OPD, Office of the Public Defense, in Ojuelegba. I was always going there because I sued him there. He should contribute to the children's welfare. He
Mhm.
said he doesn't have anything to contribute. He doesn't have anything to contribute. So I keep going there. They'll keep adjourning the case, come this, come that. It became frustrating. At a point, he said the only thing he can be contributing is 25,000 monthly. Then the welfare officer now said, for how many children? Is it for their school fees, their medicals, or what? He said that is what he can afford. Then I said, okay, for posterity's sake, I will take it like that. I'll be footing the big boy. It should just be bringing in 25,000. Lo and behold, it never turned up. All he keeps saying was that when the children grow up, they
Who
will
is father?
know
Who their father is?
who their father is. He
Yeah.
ripped me of everything. I started from square one. It's just about somebody from the eye going back to level. I had to go back to my family. I was staying, things were not happy. Well, it got to start with siblings now. When you don't longer bring for them, the table turn upside down, see finish like that. So along the line, I was been in my house for like 3 years. Yeah. Then a friend a distant relationship, a distant relation, let me put it that way. He came from the US and he saw me. He didn't even know anything about me because I'm this person. I don't tell people my pain. I just tell my own that I never find it difficult to survive. Now he now told me that, oh, how are you? Blah blah blah. That there's this friend of his in the US is a divorcee that blah 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 that he was divorced, he had a brutal divorce, a bitter divorce, and that he wants to start, but he said he doesn't want to go for an Igbo woman because he's an Igbo man.
So your
Okay.
ex was okay. This new one is an Igbo man. The
Yes,
one
this
that you
new
are being introduced to. The one that
yes,
you married in Nigeria. Where is it? Where was
he's
he?
a Yoruba guy. He's a Yoruba guy.
Okay.
Yeah.
Go on.
So that day, that relative that introduced me, we spoke over the phone, right? So we got talking. He told me about his past. Then I asked, I said, "Are you sure?" He said, "Yes. If they are even divorced officially, that it was even the woman that fight for divorce." So that was it. Then I remembered we got talking along the line. before then, it was, let me say, it's during your show, I got to know what red flag is. Way back in
Mm.
Nigeria, I don't know what red flag is. So I think we got talking at a time. You tell me he had to tell me out of the 5 children which the woman had for him, unfortunately 3 went east, right? That women in diaspora, blah 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 blah. Then I told him, I said, but if not all marriages in diaspora will be that bad, we still have some that celebrate 40 years, that celebrate this year, that celebrate this, right? So
Mm-hmm.
that was it. Then we got talking. Then I now told him, I said, I am a mom of 2 kids. This is my story. He said,
Mm-hmm.
oh, no problem. Fine. He came as an angel. Little did I know, because there's this general saying that all lizards have their stomach on the floor. You never can tell the one with ache.
Hmm.
I It was good that I met him in 2017 to 2018. He was good. He started helping me with my children's school fees. He was doing the welfare thing. Then he fight for me with an immigrant visa, not spousal visa. I
Mm-hmm.
came in with an immigrant visa because I asked him, when he came, he even took me to his community, to the ex-wife community, to just to for me to know, for me to be sure if truly they are divorced, if she has moved on, because I don't want to be seen as an home breaker. I don't know anybody, right?
So before he filed for you, he came to Nigeria to see you.
Yes, yes,
Okay.
yes,
Okay.
yes,
So you met him and he took you to his family and all that.
yes.
Okay.
Unfortunately, yeah, say yeah.
Did he
Unfortunately, he has no mom, but it took me. You understand? Even when the woman, it took, because I was trying to do my findings, because I don't want to say, oh, you are still married, or you're not married. I don't want. So it would only show me the divorce certificate, right? I believe, but the community owned too. Now,
Okay.
when in 2018 December we did our trad, then in 2019 July 2019, I joined him.
So he came back again for the traditional marriage.
Who, me?
Your husband, he came to Nigeria. This
Yes, he
current
came.
one. Okay.
Yes, he came.
Okay.
So
Mm-hmm.
in 2019, I came and joined him. My coming to US, since the day I stepped into America, it has been the ninth meal. The first month was, I was thinking, okay, this temperamental person, this temperament, could it be because of his bitter past issues? I keep calling him. I was like, see, the fact you said your wife, because then he told me different things, that it's when I come in, he will be able to be he will be start attending their meetings, because during their the issue, due to the woman having relationship with his friends, sleeping with them, he stopped, the shame, he stopped going to meeting, which was true. So it was when I came, he started hanging out, back socializing. Now,
Did he have custody of the children, the ones that belong to him?
the 5, according to boy, he's paying the child support for the 5.
But are they living with him in the
They are not
US?
living with him, they are living with their mom. And I think she even denied him a parental, whatever, how do they call it, parental,
Contacts.
yeah.
Mm.
So
Okay.
when I came in July. Then my status came out in August. In September, I just started, let me just look for a part-time job around to be doing. So I think there was one of this that same month I followed. I went with him. He had a court hearing, which I went with him. When they were presenting the case, the judge, then the next thing, the lady, the ex, came to me. I was telling the judge, she's a prostitute from Nigeria. I was like, I don't know you. So we started exchanging. I said, if you come near me,
So
I will.
he took you to court when the matter was still on.
They were always going. No, they are already divorced. I don't know. Maybe they are going for child support issues or something. Not
Okay.
like I said, I was new.
Mm.
So they are
Mm-hmm.
already, everybody has parted ways. So, woman now. Then I said, I'm not the genesis of your breakup. I face him. Don't face me. If you come for me, I'll come for you. And that was, so we started exchanging words, and that was where it ended. So now, that August, when I started working, I was working a job of I was working for it. I was working with a job at Dunkin'. It's called Dunkin'. Dunkin' Donuts, and it's a donut eatery. So I was working, and they were paying me like 12.5. Then he would start complaining. Now he owns the house where we live. He has tenants. He will start complaining, and the child support this. And me, I said I'll be an help me. Then when the complaint was too much, then I started helping him with child support.
You were paying towards his child support.
Yes, I was helping him pay his child support of I was giving him $450 every month.
Did he tell you that he was going to be paying child support to the ex-wife
He never
before
told
your
me anything
marriage?
about child support. It was when I came here, like in the court, I started hearing things. He never told me. Then if you want to talk, he said, but you promised to be an helpmeet. I was like, helpmeet, I should be an helpmeet for what start paying. Anyways, he never told me. Now, another thing, immediately I started working, he stopped helping me take care of my kids. If I asked him, oh, my kid, he was like, no, whatever you do for them is a family. I was taking care of my children back home because they didn't come with me. I was
Okay.
taking care of my children back home. I was helping him pay his child support, his children's support. Let me put it that way. I was doing this, I was doing it. Then, and there was a day we had, I noticed any little thing. If I say something, he read meaning to everything. Simply because the phone I came with, he bought the phone for me. The first thing he did, he broke the phone. Then I had to go get myself a phone. Getting myself a phone, things became worse. The moment if he needs something from me, that is when he pets me, he smiles. I started reading meanings to this thing. And one thing I noticed, if he greets maybe over the phone, he say hello to my kids, and those ones like, oh, we want pizza. If he should send them money for pizza, I'll be the one to pay it times two.
Okay.
Things started going a while like that. I was becoming frustrated. Then I noticed it was in September. I told him, I said, he started telling me something. He said I'm an ingrate. He brought me to heaven. I said, what do you mean by heaven? He brought me to heaven. I came to America on a platter of gold, blah, blah, blah. I was like, please, if this is how heaven is, I would rather go back to Nigeria and be drinking Gary. I don't want to stay in this kind of a place. I kept enduring. I kept enduring. There will be a time if he's upset, he would throw things. He would destroy things. He would yell. He would yell. He would roar like a lion, like a monster. He would throw things. He would destroy things.
So, Catherine, let me pause there. Because usually, you say you follow me and you got to know about red flags from the show. So, a lot of people in the comment section are already picking out the red flags. We're gonna be just, bringing them out to emphasize. And somebody here is Sarah already brought out one very serious one. Okay. Uh, when you end a marriage, because you're already in that bad marriage in Nigeria, I understand that being a single parent in Nigeria can be very humiliating. People lose respect for you, they treat you anyhow. But you need to heal first before you get into another one. I don't know what time gap you had between your first marriage and this one. I know somebody introduced you, but it's very, very important. And this is not for you alone, it's for everybody that is listening because we learn from listening to others. And that's something that's so great about, these wonderful ladies that put themselves out there, their vulnerability and everything to share their life experiences is so that people can learn and also they can get some healing and support. Please do not get into another relationship until you have dealt with healing from the previous one, because so many things happen. I know you're just trying to fast forward everything. That first relationship, that first marriage in Nigeria, a lot of things happened with that man that you were with, with you, your son, and all the juju situation. Okay, so
Yeah,
don't jump into another one until you've dealt with that situation. Okay, go
yes,
on, my
ma'am.
dear.
So
Mhm.
I stayed for 4 years before I met this one.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am. So that was it on that part. Then I noticed I started paying this child support. Then there was a day, I think in December, I was at work. The next thing, my sister called me and said, what happened between you and your or man? He called that he has thrown your things outside. I was like, what? It's a lie, because I'm this kind of person. I hardly tell family my pains because it's my cross. Now, when I got home around December, everybody knows Massachusetts is a cold place. I saw my things outside. This man threw my things outside.
What happened?
And
Did you have a quarrel before then?
the day I told you he broke my phone, the day I told you he broke my phone, I went to work. He threw my things outside. I slept outside countless times. I've slept outside in December, even in snow. I then I'll be crying, tears don't come out because everywhere it's freezing. I'll be crying, I can't see tears, water coming out from my face.
Does it
I will
lock you out? Is that why you
yes,
sleep
ma'am.
outside during
Yes,
winter?
he locked me out. The other day, he said I should give him his key. I said, I'm not going to give you your key. I have my key. Give me my key. I'm going to kiss somebody here. Give me my key. I had to give him. He locked me outside. Now, I think the day that there was a day I was actually looking on for movie to watch on YouTube. That was when I came across your channel. That it was the story of that lady, about the Canada lady, saying whenever they go out, he dumped in a highway. My own, whenever we go out, he leaves me there. And me, when I came into the state, I don't have phone. I don't. The phone I have is in my Nigerian SIM. I'm always using
Hmm.
my WhatsApp. Nobody to call. It would throw me out. Then I'll start begging people on the road. People will offer me. Will call Uber. Will call Lyft, and put me in Lyft my address and say go. They don't know me. He has always been doing this. Then I think that December with the January, I said I want to go back to Nigeria because he keep ringing it to me. I brought you to heaven. You are an ingrate. I brought you to heaven. You came on a platter of gold. And then I said, if not so that they come America, I would rather remain in Nigeria. I want to go back. In the process of me always hiding my things, this till today, my Nigerian passport is missing.
Hmm.
I can't. My Nigeria passport is missing now. Going to 1 year, I can't find my Nigeria passport, and I know
You ask him.
he denied countless times. He denied, but I hid it right in the house. He denied. Then like I said, I was paying the child support. Then during the pandemic time, right in March, my mom will always shout, "Please stop working." My mom will call him, "Don't let this lady work." Okay, this I think January I found out I've taken in. Then I told him, I said, I'm pregnant. The next thing he said, is it not Jesus you won't born?
Okay, so let's break here, my dear. You are doing well, Catherine. Bele. I know it's not easy for you, Bele. If you have some water there, drink some water. I know you are not at home, but
Thank you.
yeah, just let's take some learning from here. Please, if you are watching this, because I know I have a lot of fans in Nigeria and everywhere in Africa. If you are watching this from Africa and you are introduced to someone that lives in the diaspora, especially a man, and they have 5 children or 4 children, please, you need to have a chat with them about child support. Because unlike Nigeria, where men will have children and just walk away and not care, like Catherine rightly said, about her first husband, in this part of the world, you don't do that. And I hear that in America is even worse. I mean, I say it all the time here on the show that, it's not so strict here in the UK compared to America, where people can even go to jail because of child support. So you need to have that conversation, because the red flag here is that Catherine didn't know what she was getting into, according to what she's told us. She married a man with 5 kids who kept bad mouthing her, his ex-wife, saying that she cheated, she did this, she did that. That's not our concern. We don't want to get into that. But the point here is that he had a huge responsibility of paying child support towards the upkeep of those children. Okay. And now he couldn't cope. So he was expecting Catherine, even though she has just, a foundation job, because she just came to America, to be contributing. I want to, how much was your salary if you're able to contribute £400, $400? That seems like a lot for the kind of job that you are doing towards this
Yeah,
child
I
support.
like I was doing 2 jobs. I was doing 2 jobs at that time. I was doing 2 jobs. I was
Yeah.
alternating 2 jobs. Yeah.
Yeah, so people should need to ask about child support to, if somebody has plenty children, they might not be able to take care of you financially. Because I think maybe your expectation when you were coming to America is that, okay, back home in Nigeria, people think that everybody in America is rich. Lori Iro, it's not everybody in America that is rich. Yet there are a lot of Africans in America that are doing very well, but it's not everybody. Some people in Nigeria are better off than people in America. So that's a heaven story. That one is just is nonsense. Okay, ask
Okay.
questions. Child support. Who is taking care of it? How much are you paying? How much is your salary? How much are you left with? Okay, because it seems to me like he was struggling. If he had tenants in his house, he's paying child support for 5 children. He couldn't care for anybody else because all his money was going towards that woman. That's why they kept going to court, back and forth. Right? Okay, Catherine, carry on, my dear.
So ma, when I came in, this person was talking about he has his own registered health agency, right?
Yeah,
He
care
has
agency.
yes, home health
Mhm.
agency. He has his own. He has. Then when I came in, before I go to my job, I will help him go attend to some of his patient early morning. You understand routine. I
Yeah,
noticed he wasn't paying me. He would tell me his family. Yet when I come, what he was expecting was, oh, I should always send down my paycheck to him because at first it was his account. Like I said, I just came in. I was waiting for my socials. It was his account I put in for my job. So they always pay into the account. Now, when I ask him, please, just like it depends on the hours you work, the money, the more the money. I will ask him, please, how much did they pay me this week? If I ask him, it will turn to quarrel. Help me check it will turn to quarrel. Please give me your card. I want to it will turn to quarrel. These have been dragging, then I could not endure anymore. I had to
so
go
your money
open.
was first going into his account before you
Yes,
got your own
ma'am.
bank account.
Yes,
Okay,
ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Then I had to go open my own account.
okay,
If you want to insult me, you will say, how much are you even earning? Peanuts. His expectations was when I come in, I will go to nursing school.
right.
When I came, I remembered I sat for the nursing exam. Then everything now I sat for the nursing exam in February. Then the pandemic started in March. So I passed the exams. I used this laptop. Then they asked me for driving license is one of their requirements. Okay. Then I
Okay.
never had a driving license, so I was
That's to
denied the
start the
pass.
school, to start
Yes,
nursing
ma'am.
school.
Yes, yes.
Okay.
I was
Okay.
denied. I was denied the admission then. So then it brought issues for him. I noticed he'll be telling me when I start nursing school, he'll be footing the OB, he'll be taking care of me, blah blah blah. I'm not going to nursing school yet. I have a lot on me. You
Mm.
understand? Then I actually paid to receive. Okay, I now went for the driving school. This pandemic thing slowed everything in America. The driving school was not forthcoming where everybody was doing contactless, no contact. So
Yeah.
then, when I applied, the first day, fine, I used to drive way back in Nigeria. American things is different from Nigeria. There are
Yeah.
many things I noticed in America about road signs. I never saw it in Nigeria. The first test I wrote, the first test I went for driving test, I failed. This man used it to insult me that me, I'm a failure.
Mm.
Then I don't have any friend in Massachusetts. I'm always alone there. I always call my friend in New Jersey to speak to her. Then she said that she said how many times she failed this thing. I mean, nobody will come America we no go fail once because it's different. So she encouraged me. I went for the second time and I passed it. Right. Then the second one I wanted to write, then we had issues that time. It ceased this period. Is laptop. Then I don't have laptop, so I forfeit that examination, that process. I just sat down that there are other things I can do. I have kids at home. I cannot do this nursing because this man that is pushing me forward to this nursing. So, auntie, like I was saying, because I'm mixing everything up as the thing is coming in, I'm saying it.
It's
Now,
okay. It's
I
fine.
remember,
Just try and bridge, okay?
okay,
I
yes,
know you
ma'am.
are trying to get everything in, but just try
I
and bridge.
remember that March when I told you my mom was shouting, please don't let her go to work. She's pregnant. Don't let her. He was telling my mom that I was the one that I refused to listen. But deep inside me, I can't tell my mom that if I don't go, now me they pay bill. If I don't go, where will I see money? Because I kept it's my shame. You understand? Not the way he portrayed himself in Nigeria, I am seeing in America. You
Of
understand?
course.
It's a two different person entirely.
Mm-hmm.
Now, my mom keep quarreling. He would tell my mom that I refuse to. I'm adamant. I don't want to hear. Blah blah blah. Then when this pandemic was at the peak in Massachusetts, then I told him, I said, I want to stop work. I'm scared because even some of my colleagues, they already started contacting this COVID,
COVID.
started catching
Yeah.
COVID.
Were you
The
working in
moment,
care?
ma,
Were you doing care job as well?
I stopped that care job for him because he wasn't paying me. I stopped because I
Okay.
wake up as early as 5:30, go out, help him out before going to my own. He wasn't helping me. He was not paying me. They had to stop.
Right.
Now, when I told him that I want to stop, he turned it into to quarrel. And lo and behold, as God will have it, the where we were working, they laid all of us off in June. We were all laid off in June. Now, during that pandemic time, like I said, I'm a green card holder. 2 years was what I was given. Now he said, there was this my friend that had the COVID. She now later came to join us. She was like, oh, the period she's a white lady though, it's just a colleague, not friend per se. The way they talk, oh, that those periods she was at home, she was paid. That stimulus, that uh, pandemic money they were giving, pandemic stimulus package. So me,
Mm-hmm.
I was thinking that it's only citizens that are entitled to it because I came in I just have a 2-year green card. So she was like, oh, I did it. I was paid $8,000 because I think they started counting the pandemic from March, from May,
Mm-hmm.
from May.
Mm-hmm.
And in June, she was telling me, oh, she got $2,005 for the 2 weeks because she had to fill in. She was like, give it a try, Catherine, give it a try. So when I got home, I was telling this man, they gave him stimulus, right? He didn't
Mm-hmm.
give me anything. I hold this man not a pin. Like husband buying something for a wife, I owe him. Rather, I buy him things. When I say, oh, I like this thing on a man, let me buy it for him. Now, when I got home, I told him, he was like, oh, let's try it. That is going to help me. Fine, he helped me with the paperwork online. You understand? Then there was
Yeah.
a day at work before we were relieved, we were all laid off. I was buying something, all of a sudden, I like, let me check my account. I saw a huge amount. You understand?
Mm.
So not knowing that from that March of the pandemic, all the money they calculated it and paid me once into my
Okay.
account. So I was
Mm-hmm.
scared when I saw the money. Then when he was filing, when he was doing this for me, when he was helping me with the paperwork, he told me something. He said, "Oh, what is going to be my cut? What is going to be my percentage?" I said, "What do you mean?" He said, I said, "Okay, 50-50." He said, "No, 60-40." I was like, he said 70-30, him 70 meter. I was like, no, I
Why is
have
it
this.
always about money, you people? Is there any part of this relationship that is important apart from finance? Because it
No,
seems to me
no,
that you people are always negotiating money, money,
money.
money, money, money.
Yes, yes, ma.
What
That
about
was
the other part of the relationship?
nothing like that. So I remember then, I now told him, I said, okay, I now agreed it was 60-40. So when I saw the money, he came to pick me at work, right? Then we went to the bank because you understand. Then I was curious, could it be mistake? Could it be this? Then I went to withdraw everything. Like I now gave him his percentage. Remember, we agreed it was going to be 60-40. I gave him his 40. I think the money was $8,000 then. I gave it to him. Then I went, I I think when I came, I met him living, like I said, he owns the house, he has tenants. I met him living in his attic. Then when I came, I was with him there. So when one of the tenants moved, which was a 2 bedroom, we moved in there. So, like I said, from September, I was paying his child, helping him with the child support, helping him with. Then in July, then I think immediately that money came, he started telling me that me, I'll be paying him house rent.
Eh? He
Yeah,
said
I'll be paying him house rent.
you'll be paying house rent.
Is the owner of the house? I will be paying him house rent.
Wahala dey. Hold
Can
on
you
a
hear me,
minute.
ma? He's the
You
owner of the house. I will be
yes,
paying him house rent as a tenant.
I'm hearing you. I'm hearing you. It's just
Okay, ma.
I'm finding it very hard to believe. Okay.
All right. So I was
Now,
like, house rent, okay. I was like, house rent. He said, yes, I'll be paying him. I laughed over it. I was still with the child, helping him with child support. Then in July, after giving him the child support for that month, I used to give him every on the first. No, I think I gave him. Then he called me over the phone. He said, oh no, that July I didn't give him child support. When he was saying I'll be paying house rent, it became war. We were quarreling. We were like threatening. He shouldn't go kill me, right?
Who is just use pie for to represent that word because of YouTube when
Okay,
you want to
shouldn't
talk
tie
about
me.
pie.
I'm sorry, ma'am. So it
It's
shouldn't
okay, my dear. Hold on
tie
a
me.
minute. Hold on. Let me pause you there, my dear. You're doing well. Um, who is paying the other bills? I know you say you are giving him child support. Who was paying? So he was paying the mortgage. Who was paying the bills, food, and other things, all the utilities in the house?
He was the one, like I said, he's the owner of the house. He
Yes.
has like three tenants.
Three tenants in one house, and you
Yeah,
are living with him as well.
it's a big building. We have like three apartments. It's a three family house. I
I
don't know how
see.
they, yeah.
So he was paying the bills.
Yes, he was paying the bills. Now,
Okay, and then when you got that money, he said that you need to be paying him some rent.
yeah, that I'll start paying him house rent.
Okay,
And
how
that the
did you
house
resolve
rent,
that?
ma?
How did you navigate that discussion, or how did you resolve it?
No, so he said that I said, how will I be paying? He said, this is America. I was like, this is America. I said, this American kind of marriage. I never prayed for such. He said, this is America, that couples do things together. I was like, fine, if we want to do things together, not house rent. He said the house rent is going to be 1,200, which is $1,200 every month.
Hmm. What?
Then,
Go ahead.
so when the thing became became the thing was the whole thing became unbearable for me. I became like I was frustrated. Nothing. I had to start paying. That first month I paid him is 1,002 for peace sake. Then he called me over the phone. He said he seems you are forgetting something. I said, what is it again? He said your monthly rituals. I said, what do you mean? He said child support. I said, I pay you house rent. I should still pay you child support.
Hmm.
What for? I cannot be paying child support no more. I can't do it. That was it. It became problem. This period I told you I was pregnant. From July, I started paying 1,200 every month. Every first of the month, it must not remind me. As if that was not okay. As if that was not okay. So the pandemic, something stopped, no work. Then they referred me to unemployment benefits, right? So I was referred to unemployment benefit. Then my unemployment benefit, they were giving me $290 every week because there was no work. I was at home. They were giving me $290 every week. Then he calculated, he said, then that was when he came to meet me, and that the one two I am paying for house rent is not enough. I should pick up one utility bill to be paying. Is either I pay for gas, is either I pay for water. I was like, where am I working? Am I working? I have children back home, for crying out loud. I'm giving you how much? Okay, calculate 290 times 4 in a week, in a month, and I'm giving you 1,002. What should I do? He said he doesn't want to know.
Hmm.
During this whole thing, we were believing as cat and rat. It was only my family that was always calling me. Thank God for WhatsApp video call. They'll keep keeping me company. It was tug of war. I was paying this one to them. There was a period, like I said, I had to go buy a SIM metros, which is $50 every month, so that I can be doing video call, because he disconnected his Wi-Fi. Like I said, I was using my Nigerian number with his Wi-Fi. He disconnected everything. He disconnected his television. I cannot watch television. I was like that. Then I had to buy this thing. All of a sudden, one time he came to meet me again that this network I'm using is not a solid network, that he's going to add me to his business network. I can be doing free SMS to
Why
Nigeria
is it
anywhere.
disconnecting? Why is it disconnecting everything in the house?
He said
Just-
because I am not paying utility bills.
So he was deliberately disconnecting Wi-Fi and everything around the house so that
Yes,
because he
just to
refused to.
humiliate and frustrate me. Now, I went back. I said he said I should join the T-Mobile. I now joined. Then I asked him. I said, he said no, that is the $50 I'm paying. That I'll be giving him, right? That I'll just be giving. That he registered my SIM, my number with his business line, whatever. So at first, now he then came again. He said, "Oh, that just for me to boost my credit, that I should use my credit. That I should put in my credit. He's going to be paying me on the balance. You understand? The first
Mm.
month they remove 120, and just like I cut my coat, my clothes according to my cloth, not size. And then we went to. I said, where is your own? It's 120. They deducted. He said he laughed over it. He said, is it not family? Is it not family thing? Is it not family?
Is he much older than you, Catherine?
Yes, ma. He's
How
50
many years?
something. Yeah, he's like 25 years older than me. It's
What is
not
he
my
doing
age.
with all this money?
I don't know, ma. He's the kind of person that flaunts to his community, flaunt everybody. The whole world knows he's a wealthy man. But I keep telling him, you are a two-faced person. At home, you're a monster, but to the world, you're a saint. Now, I could not. Later, I now noticed he went to collect phone again, right? Business phone. The money was now 150. I was like, I cannot be doing this. 150 for what? I cannot be doing it. The thing turned to it. I was like, please disconnect me. I don't want your team lobby. Please, I want to stay alone. I was on my own, JJ. I don't want. I cannot be playing this kind of thing. I can't. Even if I'm trying to grow my credit. I can't do this. Then the next thing, he called T-Mobile, they disconnected me. I noticed I cannot even make call, I cannot do anything. He said I'm owing. Then he told me, he said before I will leave, I should pay 3 months of what he is owing for the T-Mobile before he can disconnect me. As if that was not okay. I have the receipt. I went look for a T-Mobile store, paid everything, and said I don't want to have anything to do. Everybody should do their thing. You family business join together doesn't work for me and you, right? That was it. When I was pregnant, I did not owe this man diapers. I do not owe him anything. I
When you
joined
say
this.
you do not owe him, that means he didn't give it to you. That's what you are
He did
trying to
not
say.
buy my son child
Mhm.
anything. I joined this community, my city where I live. They have a Facebook group where they give out things. You understand anything? I joined it on Facebook. As I was browsing through Facebook, I came across them. They were the one who gave me A to Z. Even
Did
as
you
I
plan to have the baby knowing that he already has five children and you have two? Was it planned or it just happened?
let me just say I wasn't planning to have, because when I started seeing his signs, right? And I think state of Massachusetts does not you have to go through many process for an abortion, for to remove, right?
No. So before you get to that stage of remove, you see, remember Bliss in Australia? When she is the same thing, similar story about what happened to you that happened to Bliss. So this is a learning curve for other ladies out there. Especially this relationship was like doomed. It was dead on arrival. It's like the minute you got to America, you knew what you had entered, that this is a financial,
I
like,
told him, I said, this is modern day slavery.
yeah,
I
it's
am
not a marriage. It's
That
not
was
a
what I
marriage.
told him. I said
He
it was never a
married
marriage.
a
This is
man that is
modern day
young
slavery.
enough to be his daughter for you to work for him and contribute towards his child support, his mortgage or rent or whatever. This was all about finances. And this is what we were discussing the other day about how it is almost satanic for somebody to do this. Because you cannot go and marry somebody for financial just because, you know, my God, where is it from in Igbo land? People are asking.
He's from is an Imbise man.
Okay, you will have your answer. It's
So
NBC.
ma,
From NBC.
as I was saying, this whole
So
humiliation.
no, let me finish that thought, my darling. You
um,
continue. Don't worry. You continue in a minute. Child birth control. Yeah. That is what Bliss did. Knowing that this is not for you. This is for people that this is a learning now. Please have birth control on. Do not get pregnant for somebody knowing that they didn't marry you for love or to take care of you. They married you to come and do slavery for them in America or anywhere in the world. So, ladies, especially those of you in Nigeria that are so eager to come to America, now don't say and now say all that glitters is not good. So please take care of your reproductive organ. Adewale told us here that this is the most precious gift that you have, and you need to choose who you are going to share it with. All right, my darling, continue.
so so that group I joined, it was contactless. They'll just put it on their pouch. You go pick it. They'll drop the address. That was how I had everything I needed for my baby. Until even till tomorrow, I still storm on the group to see if there's anything they are giving out. Now it got to in this state, we are not husband and wife. But the federal mean that I came in as an immigrant as on a spouse as he fight for me. I could say I'm his wife because he's not in our life. He's not in the child's life.
So you have
Now
a child now
I
for
have a
him.
child. Yes, I have a child. I had a child in September, 2020. So
Right.
there's this program they call Week. There's this program they call Week. I applied for it. Then when I had the child, is my child social worker now fight for us for food stamp. We are now receiving food stamp. So this food stamp,
You
there
are
was a
receiving full stamp in this man's house, in your husband's
yes,
house.
ma'am. Like I tell you, I'm a tenant to him. In the state of Massachusetts, we are not married because he's not in my life, he's not in my son's life.
Are you not living together in the same apartment?
We do.
You,
We
do you
do.
sleep together in the same bed?
Never. He has his room, I have my room. Never.
That's after you had your baby.
Even before we had, like I said, when one of his tenants moved away from the two-bedroom, we had to move in. That was when I started paying him the 1-2 for one room.
So it's you alone that moving, not with him.
He moved in too. It's a two rooms. He moved in. He's occupying the other room.
Okay. So
Let me put
how
it
are
this way:
things
it's a
now?
two-bedroom flat. Two-bedroom, maybe you understand. So it's a two-room. He has his room. I have my room.
So, okay. So you have a child. Now you can't work because you have a child. How you
No-
what were you doing for money?
So no, I was like I said, I was on unemployment benefits, right, for 1 year. After that pandemic stimulus that was given to us, they referred me automatically to unemployment
Right.
benefit. So I was receiving 290, which I was still paying.
You're
Then
still
it got
paying.
to this year. I told him, I said, I can't afford this house rent again. I cannot. He said, no, that there's nothing he can do. Lo
Hey.
and behold, I cried to my son's caseworker. Okay. Like I said, he's not in the picture in our life. They don't know him. They start giving me money to pay for house rent.
To pay him.
Yes, to pay my landlord, to
Your
pay my
husband is your
house rent.
landlord.
He's the landlord to pay him. Now there was a day they now process full stamp for us, me and my son. Okay, I didn't even qualify because I'm a green card holder, but my son qualified, so I'm using it, right? So I think they put in 108 every month. Is a full stamp by. So I think when Biden came, they lifted the food something. They started putting in, like they were adding more of money into those food stamps. You understand? Part of Biden's promises. There was a day he
Right.
asked for that food stamp. I gave it to him, right? Only for this man to go charter a carton of Monster drink. You know, Monster is not alcohol because the only thing you can't buy without food stamp is alcoholic, anything alcohol. But you can
Yeah.
buy any other thing.
Somebody is asking a very good question here. Since you are paying this huge rent, because the rent you are paying is even too much for the one room you are staying, why didn't you move out and get a more affordable
Auntie,
accommodation?
that is why I came here to cry. That's why I'm bringing my story. Like I said, I don't know anybody. I'm alone in the state of Massachusetts. I don't know anything.
And you say you are not married in America. The marriage was in Nigeria.
Yes, it
And you
was
were
in
not given a
Nigeria,
spousal
tradition, yes.
visa.
Ma?
The visa you are given is not a spouse visa.
No, immigrant visa, immigrant.
Okay. All right. What I mean, how are things now? How are things now?
So
As
when I had my child, like the unemployment benefit stopped, then I had to look for work, right? Now, when I had my child, when I look for work, I had to look for daycare facility. He's not willing to be in the picture. He's not willing to be involved. He's not willing to do anything. He said me, I did not go the right way. I did not do this. When I ask you, how do I do this? You don't answer me. Then I told them that the parent is not in the picture. He has relocated to Africa, right?
is
Because
his
of that,
name on the birth certificate of your son?
his name is on the birth certificate.
Okay. All
I
right.
was the one who got the birth certificate myself. His name was there. Now, because of that, the process was so long. Now, from March of this month, I pay $300 every Friday
For
for
rent.
daycare. No, for daycare. For daycare because they said our case is still with the state. The whole process is taking forever. I keep calling them. They said they are still on waiting list. It's still on waiting list. I
For
pay.
what? What are you waiting for now?
I mean daycare, daycare. No, I'm paying for
Okay.
daycare.
So you can go to work.
No, I'm paying for daycare so I can go to work Monday to Friday. So I
Okay.
pay for daycare. So when I close from work early, before I go pick my child, I'll just run around and do Uber. I have a car. Now this car, it was my brother in Nigeria was like, oh, my sister, what would I give my nephew? My brother bought my son a car. This man used it against me. Oh, your brother that is a 419, is a Yahoo, is a Yahoo, all those things. I was like, really? Thank you. At least
Okay.
he stepped,
Okay, go on.
at least he stepped in. Don't my family, my brothers don't know what I'm going through. Nobody has the idea. It was only my mom I had to open up to. We don't talk. There was a day he traveled to Nigeria. He called my mom and me, I misbehave, me, I do this. He told my mom he has a gun. And my mom was like, my mom told me, I was like, why would he tell you he has a gun to do what?
Okay,
You
don't say
understand?
gone because of YouTube again.
Oh God. I'm so sorry, ma'am. I'm not used to this. I'm so
It's
sorry.
okay. It's okay.
Alright.
He said he
So
has it. Have you seen it?
he doesn't have anything in the house in her mouth. He doesn't have anything.
You don't know that.
I don't know though. I don't
You
know.
don't know. It's just
I
say you
don't know.
haven't seen. That's why I'm asking you. If
I
he's
don't
telling
know.
your family member that he has it, you better believe it. Don't say he doesn't have anything. Don't be so confident.
All
Okay?
right, ma'am. All
He
right,
can
ma'am.
have it and he will not keep it in the house. He can
You're
keep
right.
it in his car. He can keep
That's
it
all.
in his workplace. He has a business. He can keep it there. So you have to be very, very careful. Now, I want to talk about these pictures very quickly because I want to move on to where people will
This
go to.
this picture now, before you talk about this picture, let me chip in. Now I needed to renew my green card, right? I needed his signature. He put me through many conditions. It was taking forever for him to sign it. He was telling me different things. Me, I will have to they waka naked for for the whole house. Because when I had my child, before I had my child, and I stopped having anything to do with him. You understand? Because I no longer see him as a husband. I'm seeing him as landlord. I don't see him as because nothing, anything husband thing. I don't go out with him. I disconnected anything. I withdrew to my shell. Sign this
Mhm.
document. He started giving me different conditions. Me, I go the waka naked. Anytime he wants it, I will not deny him. Blah blah blah. I shall pleaded, begged. Then he signed. I submitted it. Then he said the day we had this issue here, this issue, he said I should walk out. Okay, I on the AC in my room. He opened my room door. I was like, why? I don't open door. He said I should walk. I went to close door. He came back. He pushed me. I was like, don't push me. My son was. Then I was on a phone with my friend. My friend called from Nigeria. We were on a video phone. Then he said, me, I'm an ingrate. He brought me to heaven. I said, stop this heaven thing. You're not the first to bring person. I brought you to heaven. I brought you to heaven. I'm not interested. If not for my passport, I don't even want because I was bent on going back to Nigeria. This is not America. I don't want this American kind of life. That was when he came to meet me. Before then, he started insulting me using different words on me. He said, you, not be you, they always do that thing for me. Not be you, you, they always, not be only you, they
It's
always.
okay. You don't need to repeat them. It's okay. Okay.
Then, as if that was not enough, this man had to pull his jean, remove his belt, pull his boxers, and was saying, not be you they do. And you know those play then when children used to play, come and see my bum bum, this kind of thing. He did it. My friend saw him on a video. My friend said, now, woman be you marry so. This
At his
man said,
age.
yet I was so ashamed of myself. That was when that was when he came. I'm going to kill. I'm going to finish. I'm going to delete you. I'm going to do this. That was
Yeah.
when he came and
Delete is good.
strangled me that night. When my friend was shouting, my friend overheard everything. She was still on the phone. When she was shouting that, before we know, he ran out of the house. Right. The next day,
When did this
the
happen? Because these pictures that you guys are seeing, actually, this is
this thing
Catherine.
happened. This thing happened in this is September. Yeah, it happened last month. I think it happened 3 days before I stumbled on your page.
So you can see her neck. These are her real pictures. I had to remove her face. Obviously, we don't want her to be out there. This is just for you guys, especially those of you who always come here and say, "Oh, people that come here, these stories, this and that. Look at this for yourself. If somebody is holding somebody at this part of their body on their neck, what is their aim? What are they trying to achieve by holding somebody like this? Can you see? Can you see bruises? Can you see these are deep cuts? Can you see the cuts? Is this fingers? Does he have long fingers or did he have something in his hand? What
That
exactly
is
did
the
he have in
finger.
his hand? So you were fighting. You're basically fighting him.
He came to press me on the bed. He was angry. My son was awake. We were crying. My friend was shouting over the phone. He came to press me. I was able to pull myself out. When she was shouting, call 911, call 911. That was when he escaped. Only for him to come, some elders came because I don't even go to church with him. I don't want to have any, I don't go out with him
Why didn't
anymore.
you call the police when he tried to do this to you? He was trying to kill you. Why didn't you call the police? So you were afraid or you didn't know what to do, or is it
The
because of
truth
your
is that
paper?
I was really afraid because I don't know what's going, because he keeps claiming he's a citizen. He's going, before then, when he was threatening me about my green card, I told him, I said, the truth is that with this green card, I'm even going to tell my son's social worker, everything. He said he's going to call ICE on me, that yeah, I scammed him, I married him, it was a scammed marriage. It was only I came here, realized it was a scam marriage. I scammed him to come into the state. I was like, then if you say that, me, I'm going to open up to my son's socials, that social worker, that the house rent money they are giving me to pay landlord, though it is you, the father of my child, that I'm paying house rent to.
So you were afraid. That's why you didn't call the police.
Yes, ma,
I
I
completely
was
understand
afraid.
that. I'm not trying to, yeah. I completely, you are new in the US, so obviously, I mean, you're a very smart girl. That's why you even know as much as you know already. Because you just came to the US not even up to 4 years. It's about
No,
3 years plus you came to the US. So,
yeah, I came in 2019. Yes, ma'am.
so
Just 2 years now.
that's like 3 years now. So I mean,
2 years.
2 years. The things you've done in that 2 years, some people have been in America for a long time that haven't even done it. So if he was threatening that he was going to call whatever immigration, you or ICE or whatever they are called, that he's a citizen, you are not a citizen, and see where the fear is coming from. You have a son, so I can imagine, you know. So you are still in the house now, and you still living there. You still have this arrangement where you are living in the room, he's living in your other room with your
Yes,
son.
ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Do you talk to him or does he talk to you?
We greet ourselves, but anything that has to do relationship wise, no, no, no. It's out of it. We
Do
greet
you cook for
ourselves.
him? Does he eat your food?
Okay, at a point in time, because he said the 1, 2 and paying is not enough, I should pay bill. For good 1 month, this man disconnected the gas. I do go buy food outside. All through the month of February, I was buying food in a restaurant. Despite that, then I stopped using water because when I had my baby, I suffered postpartum depression. I was in and out of hospital. They keep asking me what is happening. Is it because of change? You're new to the state. I could not open up to say this is what I'm suffering from at home.
Mm.
I thought as a newborn woman, I don't even bathe. Thank God I don't have body odor. I don't, because he will complain that I'm using water, I'm using gas, oh, I'm
What
using
kind of
water.
a thing is this, Torio Lono? What kind of a thing is this?
It was
You
my
can't use
friend in New
Wi-Fi.
Jersey
You
that
can't
told
use
that
electricity.
I
You
had
can't
to
use
stop.
water. What is this?
It
What is
was
this
my
man doing with
friend
his?
in New Jersey that had to ginger me that go and bathe. Anything that will happen, let him happen. Go and bathe. Why would this man be threatening you and you? I don't bathe. Then what I do, I'll take a bowl, I'll put water and microwave the water, right? Make it hot and massage my newborn. That was what I was doing. Because he was saying you use water. And then I told him, I said, your other tenant, do you go monitor them how they use water? Why you always picking on me? Then I don't bathe. I
Wow.
don't bathe. As a
Does
newborn
he help
woman,
with the child? Does he help you at all with the child in
that is
terms of
what I'm
looking after
telling
the
you.
child?
He's not in the child's life. Is he not somebody that takes your? He doesn't. I'm the one paying everything that has to do with my son. He's not.
Does he even play with the child or take the child out or do anything with the child?
Once in a while. Once in a while. Now, another new development, he has reconciled with his wife. To God be the glory. But he should let me be. Let me go in peace. He shouldn't use me as a bait, as a camouflage, covering up to the world, because you and your wife, the way people shame the dirty, the way people drag your nina outside, you guys, okay, you're using me as a cover up. No, it's not going to work.
He's
I'm happy
reconciled
for
with the
you.
same wife that he said three of the
Yes,
children are not for him.
yes.
Hmm.
I don't want. Let
Oh
me
my
go in peace.
God, this is it.
And I
This
even
is
had to beg him that
entanglement.
even if I'm leaving, I'm not going to sue you for child support. Please. I'm not the wife of your youth, neither are you the husband of my youth, right? Things is not working. I will go in peace. I'm not sue you for child support. Let me just go. Stop
Okay.
tying me down.
All right. So is he saying that you cannot leave him?
It's
Have you
not
ever
it,
told him you're going to
the,
leave
the
him?
guy told me that if this marriage is not work, he's going to kill himself. I was like, so practically, indirectly, you are telling me you're going to kill me. And we all
Okay.
know the way
So that is the second
killing
time.
happened in Massachusetts,
Yeah.
in
He said
America.
it.
Oh,
He told your parents that he's got, what they used to delete people. And he
yes,
also said that if it doesn't work, he's going to delete himself. He
yes.
said he's going to delete himself. He said he was going to delete you.
He said he's going to delete himself. Then I now told him, I said, so indirectly, what you mean is that you're going to delete me too.
Somebody is asking, is the ex-wife a Nigerian?
Yes, they are from the same place.
Okay, so what do you want to do now? Let me ask you. I'm sharing my link now. We're trying to get as much support as we can for you because my first, when you told me briefly yesterday, I said you need. Let me allow you. Tell us first. What do you want to do, and why did you want to come here to share this story? What do you want?
I'm just lost. I'm hoping for my green card. I don't know. That's what I'm just hoping for to move. Like I submitted it and I'm still waiting forever. At a point, they said they send me notification and he receives all mail. Then I called, I got in contact with them, but I didn't see. Then they had to send me my receipt number over the phone because my friend connected me. It was a three-way call. They had to give me my receipt number. He virtually received any mails that come in.
So you want to get your green card, and you've applied, but they
I've
haven't
applied,
answered you
I've
yet.
submitted everything for the removal of the 2 years, whatever on it.
Okay. Right. Okay. Right, guys. I'm sharing my link now. Please. Yeah. Is there anything else you want to add before people start coming to the studio? I need you people, especially those of you that live in that state, to come in. My link is in the comment section. A lot of people will be asking me on WhatsApp how to join the show. It's not on WhatsApp. You can't join if you're on TV as well. If you're watching from TV, you can only join if you are on the studio, which is on YouTube, and you can only see it. Someone told me you can see it on smart TV, but I don't know how that works. I only know of a phone, a laptop, and devices. I need people to come in because we need to advise Catherine because I think she's sitting on a very hot, a keg of explosive that's about to go off. And I pray it will not go off on you in the mighty name of Jesus. And that's
Mm.
why God directed you to this channel. I didn't even know that you are like a sister to me. When you contacted me, I was supposed to bring you before we even went to Scotland. I didn't even know it was this serious. I believe that you are not safe in that house. You need to get out. I don't care about any paper. Look, now get they alive, now they get paper. Oh. People when they delete, I know they think of paper. Oh. I don't know if I'm making any sense, my people. So you need to get out of that place ASAP. Paper or no paper. Now they are alive. You can't, there's nothing for you to hold on to. And you cannot stay and say, I want to pack my things. Or you want to tell him this needs to be, you need to take him unawares and you need to do it ASAP. So yeah, I'm going to add people now. Is there anything else you want to add? Because I've got people in the studio already. Catherine.
2 days ago he called me. He think he wants to move out of the he wants to sell the house or the percent blah blah blah. We should look for an apartment. I told him, I said I cannot leave, I cannot move anywhere until my lease, because I was like, I don't want to move, I don't want to even go out. I don't want problem. Move, we should go and rent an apartment somewhere. As you have a house, you say you want to resell the house. I don't know, I don't want to know, I don't
Because
want to
he's
know.
always thinking about money. You're not going to move with him. You're going to run away. That's what you would do.
I'm not.
All right.
Anytime
Thank
I
you
go
very
home at
much.
night, they always remind me because I don't know what I
You are
will
not
need.
safe in that house. You are not safe. You are not safe.
Mm.
He's told your parents that he has something they used to delete people. You are not safe. Thank you so much for being so brave to come forward. You are very sharp. Anyway, I'm not surprised now. You are from Edo State. So, although when it comes to these things, sometimes, man, I bet this is not what you expected when you were coming to America, Catherine.
This was never what I expected now. I said I
Okay.
was crying, I want to go back. For somebody to be crying, I want to go back. I want to go back. Please give me my passport. I want to go back. This is not heaven.
You
If this
can
is
get
how
another
heaven is,
passport.
I'll rather go to a fire.
Yeah, you can get another passport. Passport is not a problem. All those things are not even important as far as I'm concerned. It's your safety that is the first thing. Okay? All right. If you want to stay on the studio, it's fine. But if you want to get off the studio and listen on YouTube, that's also fine. Abisola, you're welcome. Where are you joining us from?
I'm joining from the US, Miss Bridget.
You're welcome.
Yes. Um, One thing I want to say is, Catherine should not be afraid at all. The most important thing right now is her safety, and like I heard her saying something about her son's social worker.
Mm-hmm.
She can contact someone like that. I mean, I'm not really sure what the process is, but I know they're going to help her.
Right.
If she narrates all her story, she's gonna get help. And she has a lot of evidence to prove. I mean, she's been paying house rent and all of that. She has a lot of things to back up her story.
Do you pay it
And
by
I,
bank transfer, Catherine, or do you pay it by cash? The rent you've been paying? Catherine,
Ma, I pay by cash, by cash.
you've been giving cash in hand.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
even with that, um, I believe she's gonna get help. She shouldn't be afraid. And she already mentioned earlier, she's not even adamant on staying here because it's too much for her. Worst come to worst, they're gonna send her, but I don't think they will even, send her to Nigeria. She's not here illegally. So she should contact someone like that social worker. They would definitely help her.
Yeah.
And she says she's paying house rent. She should be able to get out and get an apartment outside. If she's paying house rent over there, she can use that money
Yeah.
to get an apartment.
Yeah.
So she should not be afraid. Get someone like that social worker, contact them and let them know what your situation is. Because God forbid, her safety is very important right now.
Yeah.
And also mentally, I mean, she has a child, she doesn't really have any support. She should just speak to someone is important. Yeah, like that social worker, she should get in touch with them. She should not be afraid at all. Talk to them, they will help her.
Okay.
And she should do it ASAP. It's
Yeah.
very important. Yeah.
Yeah. Thank you very much, Catherine. Thank you, Abisola. Thank you. Right, I'm moving on very quickly. My link is in the comment section. Please come into the studio, say a word of encouragement. If you have any advice, you live in that state, you know the best course of action. We are looking for support. We want to support this sister to move. The sort of support that we gave to Joy in Canada is what we are looking for. Remember, that is the story of Joy that prompted her to contact me. So this is what God is doing through this platform. Sandra, you're welcome.
Hi, Sister B. Hi, Catherine.
You're
Um,
welcome.
I'm also, I was also married into, I'm brought here, but I don't have some of these issues. But I can advise her when it comes to papers, she can get her papers. Now she's already been married for 3 years. I don't know if the guy has already signed, her husband has already signed those documents she gave him.
Yeah,
If
he
he has
signed it
already,
and I submitted it.
okay,
Yeah, she
okay.
signed
Don't
it.
worry about that. You're going to get it. But the problem now is you will have to change your address. You can do it online. You go to the immigration site and change your address. You can do that,
Yeah,
no
sorry for
issue.
asking. Is it not going to raise a red flag? Would it not be a case
No,
of
I
delay?
don't
Should I
think.
No,
send that again?
no,
No,
it's
people
not
move all
going to
the
raise
time.
the red flag. I moved. I were
There's
Thank
living
you
no
so
red
in,
much.
flag.
myself and my husband
Mhm.
were living someplace else in California. We moved. It's normal to move. You can
All
just
right.
put it there. When you go, if they call you for, I don't even think they're going to call you for interview because you have your son, you have a child. Did you put
Yes,
your child's documents and everything? I don't think they will
yes,
call
I
you for
put,
an
yes, I
interview
attached it submitted. Yeah,
necessarily.
I did.
But if
Mhm.
they do, because they didn't call me, but if they do, you can explain that they don't need him. Now, if you need your citizenship, you don't also need him to sign. That's the good thing about getting your citizenship. I just got my own citizenship. He did not sign. My husband did not have to sign. But another thing I would advise you to get, try and see if you can get any documents of his citizenship. Maybe his SSN number, cards, big copies, any other documents that you used previously that had like his citizenship, that proves he's a citizen, like his passport or his citizenship certificate. If you have a copy of it, you need it even if you are leaving. That's the only thing you will need to apply for citizenship, to add to your form. You don't have to tell him what you're doing, because from your story, there are many things he knows about, even regardless that you are living separately. He knows so much about what you are up to. So you need to be mute about a lot of things you're doing, but you know it in your head. Be calculative and do what you need to do. And these things are easy. I mean, just if you can get those documents and you leave, you don't have any problem. But change your address so that you can get your those documents. Because it comes to the house, you might seize it, so you can get it to wherever it's going to. And
I
if
think
when you and once that document comes, you don't have to. Once you're already 3 years as a married person, you can apply for citizenship. You don't have to wait. So when that 10 years comes, start immediately, apply for your citizenship. Or even
I
if
think
without the 10 years
it's where
coming,
to go to. That is the main thing now. Is where to go to. She
okay,
hasn't got anybody. She doesn't
okay,
know anyone there. Where is she gonna go to?
for
That's
where
the
to go
thing.
to, tell your child worker your situation. They have places that can put you to stay. I don't live in Massachusetts. I live in California. But if you right now with all the issues, you cannot. I don't think you can leave states. I'm not sure of how. That I think that'll be more difficult when you leave, if you leave states. Yeah, but you can leave to somewhere else, but let the social worker be aware of your situation. And that money they're already paying you for rent, you can use it to, if you are not comfortable where they put you, to rent a place. But you just need to be mute about your decisions to your husband. Don't let him know you're running around. All those important documents are coming in like mails and whatever. Try to make them go
Like
to
I
some
said,
other
in
address,
terms of
not
the
to the
mail
house.
thing, I'm not always lucky because I always go to work. I do my Uber Eats, so I'm not always at home. He has his business, so it's always, you understand. He
Do you have a
monitors
lock?
me.
Do you have a lock in the room? In the room where you stay?
I do. Okay, there was a time my stuff was destroyed. He said he's not the one. Probably he's one of his sons that came visiting. I was like, so your son comes visiting now and destroy my things are not safe. So for my document, I read them in my car now. Anything that has
Okay.
to do with
Okay.
me, I keep
There's
it in my
one
car.
there's one thing you can do now. You can pay for PO box. You get PO
Okay.
box number so that your mails
Okay.
come to your PO box. He doesn't know. Don't let him know that you have a PO box. So that's
Okay,
your
so
all your
I have
information
to go
goes
to the
there,
post
if at
office,
all.
right? To
Yes,
pay
go
for
to the
it.
post office. You pay for it, and
Okay.
your everything will be there safe. And
Thank you
you are
so
gonna
much.
have your key. Yeah.
All right. Thank you so much. I appreciate.
All
Thank
right.
That's a
you.
Take
very good
care. I
advice.
wish you the best.
I like
Me
the advice
too.
about the PO box. Thank you very much. This
Okay.
is the
Take
kind of
care. Bye.
practical. Thank you, Sandra. We like this kind of practical advice. Thank you so much for coming on the show. Yeah, that's a good advice. Take note of it. Yeah, get a PO box. Change your go online now, tomorrow or today. I don't know what time it is over there. Go and change your address in the immigration where the application is done, so that they will know that you are no longer there. But I don't know where you are going to change it to. That's the thing now that you need to figure out. What address are you going to give them? You don't you have any friends at all? You've not made a single friend in that city or in that state. Catherine,
Ma, I haven't made any friend. I haven't.
you haven't. Okay.
Yes,
All
ma'am.
right. Jemu, I've got you. What do you have to say? Where are you joining us from?
Good afternoon, Auntie B.
You're welcome.
I am calling you from Colorado, from
Okay.
the US, yes.
Mm-hmm.
And this is a lot. I joined your platform a couple of months ago, and this is my first time. I'm from Liberia.
Thank you.
Yes. So my advice is, I wrote a couple of points down. The first one, there's an app for the immigration that she could get that app on her phone. She
Okay.
could
What's it
check.
called?
Auntie B, I've been talking to you on WhatsApp. I'll send you the app on WhatsApp.
Okay, good.
Yes. So there's an app. Since she has the number, she could like sign up. It will tell her where her paperwork is.
Okay.
If they have sent out her green card. Basically, they tell you everything on the app.
Right.
Yeah, so they tell you like how far and those things. So we could start with that app to check her status. And
Okay.
the second thing is Auntie B, as an ex police officer, she could go to the police, the pictures that you showed earlier. she could get her green card two ways. She wants to go his way to get his her green card his their way, or the second way is by showing those pictures to the police, especially if it's a female judge. She's not gonna take side. She's
Okay.
yeah, she's they're not gonna take side with domestic violence. They don't play. That is a misdemeanor A. Misdemeanor A is nothing less than 2 years in jail. They don't play with that. And
So
the
so
son
she
was
should talk to the
pregnant.
social worker.
Yes, she should talk to the social worker. Social worker most likely will call the police. And since she has the picture, the judge don't play. She's gonna get her green card
Right.
if he wants to go the other way. Since she doesn't want to deal with him, they don't play with that. That's a misdemeanor A.
Okay.
Yeah, so she should talk to the social worker. I'm gonna like I said, I'm gonna chat with you on WhatsApp. I think I have friends that lives in Massachusetts. Like if she needs to go somewhere to be like the last caller said, so she could get a PO box. I'm not sure if immigration uses PO box.
That's the
But
thing. They might
They
not.
yeah,
don't
She
use,
can use.
they don't
He
use the
can. She
use
can
of
use PO
the
box for all our other
other mail,
correspondence.
yes, but
Yeah, but
immigration,
for
I'm not.
immigration, they might not take PO box. Yes.
Yes, I'm not sure. Even if she don't get a place to stay, like I can ask somebody if her mail can go to that address.
All right. Thank you very much, Gemma.
Yes, so
I
I'm gonna
appreciate that.
yeah, I'm gonna
Okay.
connect with these. So those are two options. She should get the app. I will send you the app. She could get the app or talk to the social worker, the police. She's gonna get her green card that way. There's
Okay.
no question asked.
Okay. Thank you so much.
Thank you so
No
much.
problem.
Thank you, Gemma.
Okay.
So, information is power. When you don't know what to do, that day that he had your neck, the picture, that would have been the day that you would have left that house safely with everything intact. Unfortunately, you didn't know, and when people don't know, then you cannot do any better. If you knew, that's the day you'd have called the police. They would have taken you away from there, and all these things that you're worrying about now, immigration, this that would have been sorted because that's domestic violence. And this is why I keep saying that even if you are worried about your stay in any country where you are, because of domestic violence, you can get your stay. The police will get you, they will get you sorted because they will have the evidence. Look at your neck. Look at what this man did to your neck. He was going to delete you that day if not God has saved you, and you are still there. That's why me, I feel like, everybody's talking about immigration. I don't really care about immigration at this point, to be honest. I want her to be out of that environment where that man can find her. It's her safety that I'm worried about. Because he said two things. He already said he has something that he can use to delete people. And he already said that if this marriage fails, he's going to delete himself. So what are we talking about? So I know everybody's trying to help, and I really appreciate that. And one more thing I'll say before I add the next person. Please, a lot of people come here and say a lot of things, but they don't follow up. The other day, when Joy was here, one man came and said so many things. Oh, he works in immigration, is going to help. Till today, maybe it's tomorrow that man will contact me. He never followed up. Please, I'm not. If you know you're not going to follow up, don't come here and make promises. It's not nice. Another person came another time and said, "Oh, I will offer counseling." This is another man too. I'm a counselor. I will help. I will work with you. Till today, that man didn't follow up. I put my WhatsApp on the screen all the time. A lot of people don't follow up. And I understand that some people might just want to say it to look good, but we need people who are actually committed, who can help. Don't come here, make promises, and don't do it. Because other people might want to do it, but because they're saying you doing it, so somebody has said they will do it. So they will not. So you are depriving other people the opportunity to help these ladies. I'm begging you. Please, my people. Thank you so much. Chinwe, I got you.
Hello.
Hi, Chinwe. Good evening.
Yeah, thank you very much.
Oh,
So I'm calling from Chicago,
okay.
and like you said, I am calling to give an advice. I'm not calling to make a promise I will come over there, I will do this and that.
Okay.
The first advice I want to give this lady, I don't know her name.
Catherine.
Right now, people are talking. Information is power. Knowledge
Yes.
is power.
Mm-hmm.
Wherever you are right there, get pen and paper. Be writing these points down so you don't forget.
Sure, I am doing it already.
Okay, good.
Thank you.
The first step, like some other people I listened, they said, is to either get to police. To call police here in America is just 911. They
Hmm.
will come wherever you are. If you see that the social worker is not willing to help, And one thing I have to tell you, that man knows that America will favor you at all times. He knows that if you ever get out there, say you don't want the marriage that is frustrating you, it will be in your favor, not in his favor. So he's trying to intimidate you so that you don't speak out.
Hmm.
So if you call police, or if you tell the social worker, it's not, in fact, call police or go to any nearby police station, and you have a child, America don't joke with their children. One thing you have to know is that you are not going back to Africa. You have a child here, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes.
Ha. Don't worry, this man is trying to intimidate you. Call police, tell them that your life and that of your child is in danger. Now look at because what you are going through, I'm just imagining. Is he really, as in, he came to Nigeria and did dowry? Did he do dowry on you
Yeah,
Yes,
I
yes.
did.
and brought you over? You guys did not do wedding or court marriage.
No,
Mm-mm.
we did.
Mm-mm.
Do
Just
you have
traditional.
some pictures? Do you have some pictures of that dowry traditional marriage?
Yes, I even
With
presented it
whom?
at the embassy before coming. Yeah.
You get evidence now. He married you in Africa. Don't worry yourself. These are documents you will use to get your green card outside having that child. Do you
Yeah, I
understand? So
submitted it alongside. Yeah.
yes, it's a document too, because when I joined my husband here, I used that. Even when I told them we wedded, we did court, we did everything, they wanted to see that picture, that traditional. They recognize it here too. So you
Yes.
have documents. So write these things down, get to police, tell the police you don't want to go back to that marriage, because the first thing is to get the police. Police will take you out of that house. It's only when you are out of that house that every other thing will come into place. But the moment you are still living in that house, my dear, you are not making progress. Call police, get out of that house. In fact, they will fix you. They will fix you. Tell them that your life is in danger. That's all you need for now. Then they will fix you. Then you can come up here later for further advice. But get the first thing first. Thank you.
Thank you
Thank you,
so
Krista.
much, Inwe. Really appreciate your matter of fact contribution. You said it sharp, sharp. I love your contribution. Thank you very much. Yeah. So now, Catherine, you are beginning to hear now that all those ones you're saying you didn't know what to do. You are afraid because they threaten you, they will do this, they will do that. It's not true. Okay. It's
Yes,
because you
ma'am.
didn't know any better. Now you know we are giving you these people that are calling. You can hear they are calling from America, not UK. Oh.
Yes,
Everybody
ma'am.
that's called is calling from America, so they know what they are talking about. Some of these
Okay.
people have been through similar situations. So I pray that God will lead us tonight. Thank you very much,
Yes,
Chinwe.
ma'am.
Okpe, I've got you. Where are you joining us from? Good evening. Unmute yourself, please, Okpe.
Hi, can you hear me?
Yes, I'm hearing you.
Okay, great. Okay, I'm so sorry for what you're going through, my sister. My only advice for you, honestly, would be first and foremost, you need to leave that house. Because I'm not gonna lie to you, you are just prolonging your pain. You are just prolonging the time you will suffer for. I will not deceive you. This man will never change. He's only gonna get worse, and then the abuse will move on to your child. You are lucky you're in America. In this America that we're in, you can start tomorrow, you can get a fresh start. Move to another state if you have to. If you just drive 2 hours, you're already in New Jersey. Boston is near you, Connecticut is there. Move to another state and start again. All the money you are giving him, you would have started again, gotten a better job by now. So just leave that place. Then the reason you are staying there, your green card, trust me, even if it's not even domestic violence, any form of abuse, you will get your papers. It's not even an issue. The only thing you have to do is you have to free yourself from that relationship. I don't know if you're still maybe considering that you guys will reconcile,
No, 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 no. I'm done. I'm done.
but I'm not going to lie to you, my sister. This is your chance. Your son will not even
Yeah,
remember all of these things if you move now. But if you keep him there longer, his memories are being formed. If
yeah.
you have the chance and you have a job, leave. That's my only advice for you. Thank you
All
so
right.
much for giving me the chance. Have a lovely rest of your day.
Thank you
Thank you.
very much, Okpe. Thank you very much. Yeah, I agree. The priority is for her to leave. Every other thing will follow. Me, I'm worried about her safety. Do you drive now? Have you got your license?
Yeah, I drive. I do.
Okay, you have a car. You said your brother
Yeah,
bought a
I'm
car for your
inside the
son.
car right now.
Okay, excellent. So moving will be easy with a car. All right. Osas, good evening. Where are you joining us from? Okay, I just added you and your internet just bounced off. So I'm moving on quickly. Come back again. Queen F, good evening.
Hi, Auntie B. Good evening, Ma. How
You're
are you?
welcome. I'm all right, thank you. Where are you joining us from?
I'm calling from Houston, Texas.
Good, good, good. What do you have to say?
First of all, Catherine, I'm sorry for everything you've gone through. In fact, I can't even imagine how you were able to survive all that, but I'm happy you're here. But before it's too late, please, you have to leave, like everyone else said. And for the green card you're waiting for, a lot of people have similar problem. Like they've been waiting since like forever. Sorry, I'm walking, so I may be panting, kind of like. They've been waiting forever to get a response from the USCIS. Something you can do in order for you to know the status of your documentation is you can have like um like a profile. You can open a profile on the USCIS page
Yeah,
where
somebody
you
has
can.
already told her about the app and they're going to send it to me so she can monitor the progress of the application.
Oh, okay. Sorry, I
Yeah,
missed that part. So that's what I
yeah,
was going to tell you.
yeah.
All right. Thank you, Auntie B.
Is that oh, that's all you wanted to say?
Yeah, because I know she's really concerned about that, and I know
Yeah,
a lot of people have been waiting for the green card thing. I
yeah,
have
yeah,
my own sister. I have a lot of people that I know that are waiting.
yeah,
So I
yeah.
know it's
Okay.
not really because he has done anything.
Yeah.
It's just something that has been going on due to the pandemic.
Thank you so much. Yeah. So it might take longer
Yeah,
because of
it is taking longer.
yeah.
Not it might. It is taking long. I'm very sure.
Yeah. Okay. All right. That's fine. Thank you
Right.
so much, Queen F. For me, priority is not that paper. I keep saying it. I think when you are in a domestic violence situation, I have a story I'm going to share with you guys on Thursday. Then you will understand what I'm trying to say. I might even do it tomorrow because I don't think I can wait. Thursday seems too far. By the time you listen to that story tomorrow, then you will understand why you shouldn't, because of anything, wait. Once you are in experiencing anything DV, please move, run for your life is not safe. Nowadays life they use paper. What are you doing with paper when your life is not safe? So all paper, yeah, advice is good about paper, but safety first, life first. The story I will share with you tomorrow, you will see that this woman, the police were called many times to the house because of DV. She didn't leave, and now it's too late. It will not be your portion, no, Catherine. This will not be your
Amen.
story.
Amen.
You have to leave. Victoria, well, I've got you.
Hello, Sister B.
Hi, Victoria. Where are you joining
Good
us from?
good afternoon, everyone. I'm calling from Providence, Rhode Island. About an hour away from where she's at in Massachusetts.
Oh, okay. Is that the same state?
No,
Neighboring state.
Massachusetts is about an hour, depending on the area that Miss Catherine lives. I'm not sure where you
Oh,
live,
okay.
Miss Catherine.
Okay.
But first, I want to thank you, Sister B, for all that you've been doing, for all the women. God bless you. And I
Amen.
pray that all that you lay your hands on will continue to prosper in the land in Jesus' name. You've been
Amen.
doing so well.
Thank you.
Miss Catherine, you have to leave. Please, your life is worth more than the papers.
Absolutely.
But what I will say to you first, my sister, is gather as much documentation. Somebody has said that before.
Mm-hmm.
If you have his US naturalization, please make sure that you have a copy of that. You have to start planning now silently.
He
Do
must
not
have
say,
sent it to you, Catherine, when you are applying in Nigeria. If you check your email, you might have it.
do
I
not
think
say,
I'm going to check.
yeah,
I'm going to check.
He must
you
have
need
sent it
to,
to you when you were applying for your visa.
you need to have that on hand because they're going to ask you for that. somebody also said you need to change your address. I'm not sure. You cannot use a PO box.
Yeah.
You can use somebody else's address, but relocation is the key. You can always relocate. When you relocate, you get services that are going to help you. And they have so many services like an hour away from where you are. Some of them, they call them international institutes. They will help you to file your full 10-year green card. And that they will use the address of the lawyer for you. So all your USCIS information will be going through your lawyer's address. But you need to get as much documentation for proof that you were married to him. So that is your number one proof is the USCIS naturalization. Okay?
Yes.
And they also have what they call Sojourner House that is also like an hour away from you, that they help with apartments. They help with
What's the name again?
Sojourner, SOURJENER.
Okay.
And they can always help you find an apartment.
Did you get that, Catherine?
Yeah, I did. I wrote it down now.
Okay. And B, I'm going to send you my number.
Okay.
So that I can communicate with her. And you need, Miss Catherine, you need to save people's number using like a different identity. You could just put somebody's name there, but not that person's real name. You understand what I mean? And you have to learn to start deleting mails.
Yeah.
Deleting text. So let's say I text you, you need to delete my text. All right?
Yeah. So my number is on the screen. I don't know if you have my number, Victoria. My WhatsApp number is on the screen.
Let me write it down, Sister B.
Yeah.
Okay. What is it, ma'am?
It's on the screen. If you can't see it.
Okay.
It's 447 440 535 987.
Thank you, Sister B.
Yeah, 447 440 535 987. That's my WhatsApp number.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank
so
you.
please contact me and I'll link you up with her so you can talk to her one-on-one. Thank you so much, Victoria.
God bless you, ma'am.
God bless
and
you
stay
too.
strong, Miss Catherine. The Lord is on your side, okay? Stay strong and be prayerful. Have a good day. God bless you all. Bye-bye.
Thank you very much. Yeah, that's a very uplifting caller. Thank you so much, Miss Victoria. God bless you. I can't do this by myself. I need help. If God lays it in your heart, you want to help a sister, you are tired of hearing stories of, people deleting one another because of domestic violence, everybody should go their own way. My parents used to say, Shimo Waze, I'm making money, leave my house, not the cause fight. It's my house. If I say leave, then leave. So it's the same thing with marriage. We don't need to get to that point where, it becomes fatal. Everybody should go their own way. Let everybody just go their own way. It is better than all the news that we hear from the US. Okay, Delilah. Hi, Delilah. No, I can't hear you.
Good afternoon. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you now. Where are you joining us from?
I'm joining from Pennsylvania.
Okay, is that close to somewhere in Massachusetts?
Oh, I'm not sure.
Okay. All right. What do you have to say?
I was in the same situation as she was, but only I met him here. And how can I say this? If I can have her number, then I can talk to her directly.
Yeah,
And
I can link you up. Yeah. If you
okay.
want to talk to her directly, I can't give her number here, unfortunately, but you can contact me on WhatsApp and then
Yes.
I will give you her number.
Okay, I did. But what I can say is there are nonprofit immigration lawyers that can help you with your situation. First of all, like everybody is saying, you have to move out of there in order to get, a new apartment and also get a PO box. The PO box will be for your bills, but change the address with USCIS. You actually don't need an app because I've done it. You can just go to USCIS address change and it gives you that information. Just enter your login with your A number if you have it, and then it will give you the status of your application right there. And then you can change your address once you have your apartment. Also, I would say because of the situation, if you want, you can stay in Massachusetts, but you can also move out of state. It doesn't matter. Because I'll also say go to the police before you even move out. If you need to move out of state, go to the police station before you move out so that they know that you have fled from violence from your husband. Um, and then you can always, contact me on WhatsApp and I'll be able to help you. I've went through the same situation. I
Okay.
got out with 2 kids, and I can tell you I'm a survivor. I'm a testimony. God has helped me through.
Wow.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, Delilah. It is well with you. Your healing will be permanent. Even from your voice, one can tell that you've been through something. Was it recent?
Oh no, it was about 7, 8 years ago.
Oh, okay. And how are you doing now? Are you
I
doing
am actually, yeah, I'm actually
you doing
doing
good?
very well.
Okay.
Yes,
All right.
I
Thank
have
God.
I have a lot of help around me. Like I
Okay.
said, she can always contact me and I'll be able to help her.
All right. Excellent. Thank you so much.
Thank you so
Thank
There's
much.
you.
nothing like another survivor who understands completely what someone is going through. Thank you so much, Delela. We finally have somebody from Massachusetts here, T&T, but unfortunately your connection is not good. Can you disconnect and connect yourself again, please? I would definitely add you. I'm sorry. But sometimes when the internet connection is not strong, it just, it won't show properly. All right? Please remove yourself and connect again. Osaz, I finally got to you. Thanks for your patience. It's just I'm going, just as people come in, that's how I'm adding people. You're welcome.
Yeah, it's okay. Good afternoon. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
Okay,
You're
yeah, good afternoon.
welcome.
Yeah, good afternoon,
Yeah.
everyone. I'm actually calling from Canada. Normally,
Okay.
I don't comment on issues like this on social media, but
Yeah.
as for when she was talking, I cried. I
Oh.
cried not because she's passing it through it, but there are millions of people, immigrants from Africa, that are in this situation, but they
Mm-hmm.
can't speak up.
Yeah.
Now, everyone have told her to leave the house. First of all, you gotta leave the house. Don't wait for anything. Now, contact your social worker. I think there was a lady that called that talked about like a shelter, right? Look for
Yes.
any nearby shelter, go to that place with your son. Now, the moment you get a shelter, okay, call the police immediately. Now, once you call the police, explain things to them, ask the police for a case number. They are going to give you a case number. Now, that case number, create a Google account, a Google Drive account, and save it on the cloud. That case number is what you are going to use as a reference whenever you call the cops. Okay, it's very important so that the police will have your record. So leave the house, don't wait for anything. You are not going to leave US. America is a home for everybody. Not America is a home for everybody. Then thirdly, you gotta look for an organization. Probably some of the women on the platform, look for a women organization. In Canada, they have one year for women that are going through domestic violence. They have some of the best of the lawyers you can talk of in Canada.
Hmm.
Locate any of the women organization, explain to them, they will take up your case. Forget
Okay.
about you're not going back. I'm not in America, I'm in Canada. You are not going back by the special grace of God. America,
Amen.
Canada, they protect women.
Hmm.
Women, children, pet are their priority when it comes to anything. I'm a man. I would never allow my sister to go through something like this. Okay?
Hmm.
Leave the house. If anything happened to you, that guy will only go to jail and come back maybe after a couple of years.
Absolutely.
Leave
Absolutely.
the house.
Hmm.
Okay? That is just my little advice, please.
Thank you so
Leave the
much,
house,
Osaz.
go to
Hmm.
shelter, go to the shelter, contact your social worker, call the police. After explaining to the police, ask them for the case number. Save the case number on Google Drive on the cloud. Whenever you call them, make reference to that case number so that they have it on record. Please, we all came to North America or in any part of the world to hustle for our life, not to be deleted by any stupid element.
Absolutely,
Thank you.
absolutely. Thank you so much. God bless you. I know we have good men out there. Is this not a Nigerian man? He's a Nigerian man from his name. Like, it seems like he's a Benin man. The ones when God blessed with wisdom that know that woman is not your cash machine. No, kalo. There are plenty out there. And that's why I say it's always about specifically about a particular person, not about the gender. We're not here to fight any gender, to condemn any gender. It's just to help. All I want to do today, all I want us to join hands to do today is to save Catherine. Let's help her. That's all we care about, not about anything else. Thank you so much, my brother, sir. God bless you, sir. AK Jasper, I've got you. Hello? Jasper, are you there? Can you hear me? Okay, seems like you're not hearing me. I'm going to move on to the next person. Pro U. Hello, Pro U.
Hello, Auntie B.
Good evening, sir.
Good evening. I'm very I want to congratulate you for the work you're doing. What
Thank you,
you
sir.
what you are doing is really good. And all I want to I'm not an expert, and I'm not in America. I'm in UK.
Okay.
But from my experience with social services and the police, they're one and the same. They're very closely linked. Police and social services
We work together. We all work
work
together.
together. Yeah.
Mm.
So it's good to use them, but from my experience, I must say, put a word of caution with
Hmm.
the social services and police, because just be a bit cautious. Never ever get too dependent on them. Use them, yeah, like now when you're in a desperate situation. Yes, consider using them, but don't, going forward, get too dependent on them, because once you become a single parent, then you're under scrutiny, and then they'll be looking to take your children. So just a word of caution about them. Don't overuse them. Use them only when you need to, like
Hmm.
in this situation. But then after that, try and keep your distance from social services.
Yeah,
Yeah,
social services, for the records, don't try to take, they only take children when there's abuse. And there
no,
needs
no,
to be evidence about that
no,
before
no,
they take
no, no,
children.
no, no, it's not just that. You see, yeah, what they consider abuse may be like when a single parent starts struggling because they're working all hours, and then they have problem with childcare. Then the teachers are part of the system as well. The teachers will speak to the child. Oh, mom left me at home for
Yeah, that's against the law.
this
That's
number.
against the law.
Exactly. That's how it starts.
Yeah, so
And
people
then
shouldn't do it.
yeah, that's what I'm saying. Be careful. Don't over
Yeah,
get too,
don't
don't
people
get
shouldn't do it. Thank.
don't get too close to them unless you have to in desperate situations like this. Once you
Yeah.
move out, then try and make a distance with them. That's what I'm saying. Once you're a
All
single
right.
parent, you're vulnerable to getting charged with abandonment and things like that just for leaving your child for a couple of hours. You know what I mean?
Okay, you're not allowed to leave your children under 16 alone in
It's,
the house, and it's gotten a lot of Nigerian parents in trouble.
that's
Let me
right. Yeah.
just
So
correct that quickly
yeah.
while we're going forward. Thank you very much,
Okay.
Pro,
All
for
right.
your
Thank you.
advice. But I quickly need to correct this because I don't want people thinking that, okay, if I'm a single parent, I won't go. We're trying to get her to get support. If she's scared of going to social services, she wouldn't go. So taking of children is not something they just do. But a lot of African parents do take risk. Oh, I'm going to work at night. You leave children. It happened to somebody that I know very recently. The child innocently just said, oh, I get myself ready for school. And they said, oh, where's your mommy and daddy? Oh, I don't know. You know, children, they don't know how to lie. And then social services got involved and the lady started panicking, but we advised her. Thankfully, she had two social workers, with her. And me and the other lady, advised her and said, you don't do that. And then somebody started giving her the wrong advice that she shouldn't open the door when social services come. If you don't open the door when social services come and it's about child protection, they will go and get police and they will break that door down. So don't do it. It's better you cooperate. Just cooperate with them. If your child makes a disclosure in school, okay, they want to interview you, allow them to come. Oh, how can I help you? Explain it. Especially if it's not abuse. They won't take your children away except you've been abusive towards them. Let's get that established. Please. Okay? It is only when it's significant abuse has taken place that it will take your children. But if it's neglect, because there are two categories of things that happen to children, there is neglect and there is abuse. Neglect is, a low one that okay, they will caution you, make you do parenting classes or something, work with you, build you, give you some tools and all that. But when it has to do with abuse, then it's serious yawa. And abuse is usually when you smack a child, you leave a mark on their body. Leaving children at home under 16 is against the law in the UK. I don't know about America. Nigerian parents, don't do it. Whether you are single or married, do not do it. If you do it, you get in trouble. So social services are doing their work. I'm not here to defend them, but let's get the law. Let's know what the law says. This is not Nigeria, okay? So that we don't get into trouble. All right. Jasper, can you hear me now? Because I added you before, but you weren't listening.
Oh yeah, I can hear you.
All right. What do you have to say? Where are you
Sorry.
joining us from?
I'm joining from Calgary, Alberta, in
Okay.
Canada.
Okay.
Yeah. I wanted to say to Catherine and to every woman listening, if you're going through domestic abuse, your first step is to plot what I call the exit graph. So already, Catherine, you are very like 98% close to your exit graph. So there are what I know there is women emergency centers everywhere. So you can reach out to them even in that state in the US where you live. Because in Canada, that will be the first step. You call them and they will provide you a safe place.
Okay.
And they will also give you a counselor that will take you through all of the trauma, to help you get through all this trauma that you've been going through.
Yeah.
Because this is quite a traumatic experience. Because right now, even listening to you, you're not very you're quite disoriented.
Yeah.
Yeah, you are all over the place.
Yeah.
So for all the other women who are going through it, begin to plot your exit graph. And your exit graph is getting your finances in place, getting everything back into your own personal name. I had to change my name, so I am AK Jasper, proudly so. But I mean, if you have to change your name, if you have to, anything you need to do to individualize yourself, you begin to do that and learn to keep sealed lips. You have a heart for a reason. Make it large. Carry everything inside. If you have been able to cry all these years, cry it inside. And then when it's time to laugh, you will be able to laugh last. That's what I have to say. But Catherine, your first step right now is getting out of that mess.
Absolutely.
Thank you, B. Thanks for allowing me to
Thank you
speak.
so much. Yeah,
Thank
you're welcome, sis. I appreciate your call. God bless you. Thank you very much. Okay, we're moving very swiftly now. We've done almost 2 hours. Amoyeme, your YouTube is always on. Why do you like to listen and call? As many times as you've called, you should know the rules by now, Amoyeme.
Hi, Auntie V. How are
Hello.
you?
I'm alright, sweetheart. How are you?
I'm doing well. Auntie V, I'm always looking at your page. Like I'm
You ought
always
to be looking at my face. Oh,
Catherine, how are you doing? I'm really sorry that you're going through this, but it's the reality. A lot of people bring people to America, to London, and they think they're their God. That's just the truth. But first thing I'm going to tell you, you need to have a safety plan. Okay? You need to have a safety plan. I work with women that have gone through DV, and it's you having a safety plan is you knowing your environment, you knowing how to get out of that house if anything happens in the middle of the night, you having a cell phone to call for help, you having a little bit of money on you. Okay? In Boston, there's the YMCA. They help women with DV. So if you at any time know that this is the day I am running. Please go to the YMCA. You will find it. It's everywhere in Boston. Okay? Just Google it and you will find it. They take care of women that are going through DV. Another thing is anything that man does to you, please, you need to write it down. If you have to call someone, hey, this is what he did to me. These are little traces of evidence that you're putting down for yourself. Okay? Because he might have his own way of saying, oh no, I never did anything to him. So you have to have the upper hand ready for him. Okay? Please, it's very important. Immigration, don't worry about immigration. This is America. Okay? This is America. You already started the process. They're going to give you your 2 years. After your 2 years, you're going to get your 10 years. After your 10 years, you're going to get your citizenship. But the first thing is life. Once you have life, there is hope. Okay?
Absolutely.
So you need to start with the safety plan. Little money aside, you have a phone that you could call someone for help. Okay? Trust me, 911 is a place you can call for help also. Don't think you have to call another person. You can call 911. Okay? And you can also get a restraining order on this man once you move.
That's when she moves. Yeah. After she moves.
Yeah, you can get a restraining order for him. Okay? Please, this is America. And you also have to think about your mental health because DV is not just something physical, it's something mental.
Yes.
It's something mental. And that is what I don't pray you ever even go close to that place at all. Your mental health is the most important thing for yourself and your child. Okay? I wish you all the best.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Amaya. Thank you, sweetheart. Always bringing it 100%. Thank you. Mbasi, I'm so happy to see you. How are you? It's been a while. I missed you. Mbasi, can you hear me? Hello? Mbasi, are you there? Okay, Mbasi is away yet for now. Okay, let me move on to RN. Registered nurse, I have you.
Hello?
Hello, good
Hello.
evening.
Good evening. Good evening, Auntie B.
RN, are you a registered nurse?
Yes, I am. I told you.
All these nurses, all these American nurses. Oh, you're welcome. Where are you joining us from?
I'm joining from Connecticut, so I'm very close to her state, and I do know some people in her state as well.
Okay.
So with the issue of domestic violence, it's all about control and a way not to escalate the situation. She got to be smart. So what I mean by being smart is she has to keep her cool. In this kind of situation, he told her already that he had something. That is fine. But now she's going to teach him a lesson. So the first step right now, I did send you 3 links. So she can call me. I also send you my number, and I'm going to help direct her on what to do as well.
Okay.
So the first step is to work with there is YMCA. They have all kinds of things. Paparel, Massachusetts. They help people from all kinds of life. I mean, they serve a lot of people that speaks 140 languages. So they are there for immigrants. In terms of security, she has to get out first. And they're going to help her with security. And then after security, they're going to get her papers and everything done secretly. Yeah. So she has to do it secretly. Yes, you're going to call 911, but that is when you want to escalate the situation. But if you want to escalate the situation, and it's America, police, they do their work, but somehow they don't, like, it's escalation. And she doesn't want to do it. She has a child. So that I can help her in terms of doing that. Give her my number. I will help her in direction of what to do. Security, she has to change her name, change her address. Right now, she's going to be not found anywhere.
Amen.
So that is the thing. I sent you 3 links, and I also let her call me. Okay. I'm working tonight, tomorrow night, but she can call me. I will wake up tomorrow and we get it started. Let's get it started.
Okay. Thank you so much, sis.
Thank you.
I appreciate your support. Really, really appreciate you. God bless you. It's because of people like you that these women, with everything they've been through, they have the confidence to come forward, to come and because they know that when they come here, people like you will come forward and support them, give them advice, give them links, give them information that will help them to make informed choices. Thank you so much. Sonia, you're back.
Hi, Auntie B. Hi,
Hello, sweetie.
Catherine.
Where are you
This is
joining
my
us
first
from?
time calling.
Oh,
Maryland and
Maryland.
DMV. Yes.
Okay, you're welcome.
Okay, so I just wanted to say she has to leave first things first, and then she can go on Craigslist as well. It's where like you find people that are renting out a room, and then she could like rent. She could like
What do you call it?
Craigslist.
Craig.
So
Craigslist.
CRAIGSLIST.
CRAIGS. A list.
LIST. Yeah, then list, yes. So
Okay.
she could find people that are renting out a room, and you don't need documentations or anything to sign
Do you
in
know
with them,
that?
then
You know
just
that
move
one,
in.
Catherine?
I know but I don't know they put up apartment for lease. I only know they put up apartment for they put up for cars or something, but I'll try.
No,
They do,
they say
yes.
they do. Yeah.
Yeah,
You
I
can
just
move
hear
in as
them.
early as next week. Like you could find people, and you don't have to sign any lease, and you can move out anytime you want to.
Yeah, I think somebody has been trying to tell me that in the
Yeah,
private chat. It's
that's
just I
me.
don't like
That's
the
me
private
too.
chat because I'm trying to monitor the main one, so I'm kind of distracted. Okay.
Thank you so much.
All right.
And
Craig's
also,
list.
yeah,
Yeah,
Craigslist,
they
yes.
already
And
put
also,
them.
if you're scared to move out, like when you're moving, you could call the police to like be there while you pack your
Everybody
things
is saying
and
that
leave.
Craigslist has a bad reputation. Is it not good for temporary, I mean, for her to stay temporarily?
You could
What?
okay, so she
Everybody is saying
so when
avoid Craigslist. Why? Bad idea, bad idea. Ooh, okay.
oh wow. Okay,
Yeah, they are
so when
saying it's
you
a bad
get the
idea.
place, you could go and check it out yourself and see what the condition is like. There are different options. So anyone that says, oh, you can't come and check or something like that, you just know they're trying to scam you. So you have to be careful about that too.
All right.
Okay. All right.
Yes. So yeah, and when you're moving out, if you're scared, you could call the police to be there while you pack your things and leave. And just
Mm.
yeah, so that's what I just wanted to say.
Thank you, sweetheart. How old are you,
Thank
if you don't
you.
mind me
I'm
asking, Sonia?
23.
You sound so young. Oh,
I'm
I like young
23.
people. You're 23. I
Yes.
hope you're learning about red flags and
Oh,
the
I
white
am
flags.
definitely.
You
I
are?
always tune in. Thank you so much.
You're welcome, sweetie. All the
You're
best.
welcome.
Thank
All
you.
right. Have a
Thank
good
you.
one.
Okay, bye-bye. Oh, so sweet. Right, we're moving on very quickly. We're going to end in another 10 minutes. Hey, Christine is here with wisdom. Bag
Hi,
of
Auntie
wisdom has
B.
landed on our show
No,
tonight
not quite so,
again.
Auntie B. I think it's just a UK perspective. I was so excited about the last caller. It shows that demographics is not just the elderly, middle-aged women like
Yes,
myself.
yes.
I'm
I'm
so
telling you, I'm
excited.
so happy. Yeah.
I'm really thrilled
23.
that someone who's 23 has caught up
Yeah.
quite early to understand the red flags, learn from the experiences of people who have walked through this path, and understand the things not to do, how to recognize the right person, and how not to go into a relationship, how to protect her womb, and all of that. Well
Yeah.
done for listening. I don't know much about the American legal system and all of that, but domestic abuse, domestic violence, survivors of domestic violence is more or less the same system across Western countries.
Yeah.
Catherine has done so greatly to be able to speak up and seek help. I wouldn't say it's untimely because the good thing is that she's alive, she's got a healthy son, and all of that. But I think when you're facing situations as Catherine's, one of the people you want to trust, and this will be contrary to what the other caller said, the man said, you need to trust your social worker. You need to be able to tell them the truth. Now, Catherine, yes, she had come into the American USA with immigrant visa, she said, not as a spouse. Having
Yeah.
said that, she's into a relationship with this person. He happens to be the father of her child, and he happens to be the person to whom she's paying rent to. In the
Yeah.
UK, you cannot pay rent to a relative without disclosing that to the welfare system. So I think there needs to be some strategy to how she plans her exit. The Aaron, who called, had, thankfully offered to facilitate the move. But I think
Yeah.
Catherine needs legal advice as to how she moves on from this point. I think that legal advice needs to be structured. It needs to be someone who understands what to do. I'm happy about what Aaron said about not escalating, because at the time when the incident happened, the domestic violence in September, when they had the altercation and this man held Catherine in the neck, that could have been a strangulation. Thank God it didn't come to that. That would have been the point to escalate. Yes, you can still
Yeah.
report abuse
Yeah.
post the incident.
Yeah.
Even years after abuse, the police will be happy to investigate. But at this point in time, it's about structured exit. Mistakes have been made. There's a saying that all is fair in war and love.
Yeah.
I like Bleeze's story so much because she cut the
Yeah.
story and she played the game with the
Yeah.
perpetrator, with the guy who came to deceive her. It's not
Yeah.
always the case that we all catch up in that line. But for those listening, if you happen to be in this situation and you want to come in, guard your womb. Be careful what you trade into. This is exploitation. This is trafficking. You cannot bring someone in and say you're their husband and then you start charging them. It's all about monetary transaction. There's no love in this. So there's no love lost. I think Catherine needs legal advice. Catherine needs a structured approach to her movement, whether she moves, where she moves to, how she goes about it. There's been a lot of useful information, but sometimes it can be overwhelming. And that's why I feel that she needs someone who would really go through a structured
Hold her hand.
stage,
Yeah.
hold
Someone
her
will hold
hand,
her
and
hand.
yes,
Yeah.
and have a
Because she's
step by
fairly
step.
new. She's fairly new in the US.
I
She
can
only got there 2
understand,
years
yeah.
ago. Yeah.
Yes,
And it's been from one trouble to the other
to the
since she
other.
got there. Yeah.
It's
It's
really
sad.
sad. It's not a
Mm.
UK one, but it's so close to what we know. The system is not so different. If you have a
Yeah.
social worker and the person who is the perpetrator happens to be the father, you need to tell your social worker the truth. You need to tell them the situation, your relationship with the whoever, your acquaintances, your support network, and lack of support, whatever it is, you need to tell them, because it may well be in the UK, if they find out, except under duress where you're scared for your life, if they find out that you're living in the same household, the same dwelling, and you're paying rent, supposedly, let's say this is a housing rebate or subsidized help from housing benefits, and they're paying it to the person who is the father of your child, it could turn back against you. I'm not saying that's the case at all. I'm just saying that there would be need for Catherine to have some legal advice and then decide who she discloses to, how she goes about it. The reassuring thing is that her right to remain or her papers are not at stake, from what everyone who has expertise in the US have alluded to. The Liberian lady who used to be an escort did say that, yes, there's no concerns about her green card. It just seems to be the COVID backlog. So that should give some reassurance to Catherine. But having
Yeah.
said that, I think she needs some structured legal advice. Yes, she's gotten down the resources, people to contact, but it needs to be in a structured way, and to also look back on what it is she has said to the state about how she came there, what his relationship is with her, and the implication for what she then decides to tell them moving
Okay.
forward. I
Thank you
think there
so
needs
much.
to be some kind of, lawful arrangement to that. That's all I have to say.
Yeah.
I have no expertise in American system.
It's
But
all right.
good
It's
luck,
all right.
Catherine. Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you, Christine. I appreciate your contribution as usual. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. We got Sheyi Ade and solution focused and
Yes.
realities around you. Hello, Sheyi.
Oh, yes. Yes. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. Good evening.
Yes. Yes. Good evening. I thank God for Catherine's life. God has spared her till today. I just want her to remember her children, the ones in Nigeria and the one here, and she needs to be safe. Keep herself safe and keep herself alive. She
Yeah.
needs to take on all these advice that she's been given, and she also needs to trust God and believe God that God will help her. God that has helped her up to today will still help her see her through, but she needs to run away from danger. She needs to
Yeah.
keep herself alive and keep safe. That's all my advice, and I pray that God will continue to keep her safe and help her and favor her with all these advice and steps that she will take. Thank you very
Amen.
much. Thank you,
Thank you
Sister
so
B.
much,
God
sis.
bless. Bye.
Amen. Thank you so much. I appreciate your contribution, and we're moving very quickly. Aaron, did you come back? I can see you in the studio again. Did you come back?
Yes, I did.
Oh, okay. You wanted to say something else?
Yeah, I can escalate. I mean, if it's possible, can I have her number? What I can do is call all these people and then have them track her down.
Okay. You are. I see you in the private chat. I'll send. I'll send you her number now.
Yeah,
You are in the private chat. Okay.
and
Let
then
me send you her
ask her the
number.
city where she's living at.
Okay. All right. I
So
will send it to you.
I can escalate it tomorrow morning.
Okay.
And I
All
need
right.
her number. I need her number, and then she has to make sure her phone is on because they're going to call her. There are a lot of people that are going to call her. I can escalate it.
Okay. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Yeah. All right. Thank you for that, RN. Uh, this is what usually happen when we hear these stories like this. You just people that have the mind that really want to help you. It's like this is how I feel. I will not rest until that person is safe. I will not rest. I cannot because of the danger that is around them. Thank you so much, RN. Realities around you. Jessica, you are here.
Hello,
Can you
Auntie
unmute
B.
yourself?
Auntie B, good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
To John Mecca.
Awani, yeah, you're welcome. Long time.
Auntie
I
B,
want
welcome.
Minko.
They are doing well, thank God.
Okay.
Auntie B, to Catherine, I just want to tell her it's well with her. The
Amen.
stories are always the same.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, I thank God she is alive, just like every other person is telling her. She needs to leave ASAP. The
Yeah.
exit plan must be done as soon as possible. And when she's leaving, I want her to gather, no matter how much she can, like her documents, especially.
Yeah.
Yeah, like her documents, the one she has available, and the child's information is very vital because if she doesn't have it, she can't use it to do anything, like getting help with child services and other things. Because definitely the child's birth certificate is always needed.
Okay.
Then when it comes to her living, she should make sure call domestic violence and tell them what is going on all this while. She has to call domestic violence hotline and let them know what is going on. They need to know what is going on because if she leaves without informing the domestic violence, the man will say she ran away with the child. That is how it's going to be. Then after calling domestic violence, they will move her away. She have evidences like the one you showed us earlier. That is a big evidence already.
Yeah.
And she to make it known to welfare that is paying her rent. The
Mm-hmm.
situation why she started using getting money and the money that she's been getting from them has been used to pay the man. That is part of the abuse that she's going to. She should make sure she say that it's
Yeah.
part of the abuse. That's why she has to be paying for rent because the man said, if you don't pay for rent, I'll throw you up. And she doesn't know nobody. So
Yeah.
she should make it known to them. She shouldn't hide it because if she hides it, it's still gonna come out. So let them know what is going on. Then from there, they will take her away from the place. She needs to go because that man telling her, just like she said, so sorry, please, I'm outside. Just like she said, the man told him he will kill himself. Now projection, no, his projection, he's not going to kill himself alone
Can you,
without keeping her.
it's the lead we use,
Oh, oh,
realities
oh,
around
oh,
you.
oh, 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 oh,
YouTube.
oh. Auntie
Mm,
B, forgive me. Oh, Jesus, God will help us. So sorry. So
mm,
the deleting her is a normal thing. Abusers always they threaten to they will threaten the person that they will delete themselves. Why in actual fact is the person and themselves. Sometimes they just do it to the person alone, or sometimes they do both. So she really need help. I don't know. I know she's far away. I think somebody said she's like 2 hours from New Jersey, but
yeah.
she can get help.
We'll
How
get
many?
people around her. We have a
Yeah,
US group. What
yeah.
happened is that because I didn't have time, but I'll put it in the group now. We have a US group
Mm.
by the grace of God.
Yeah, she
We
really
have a
needs to
US
leave
group.
ASAP. And now, right now, she should anything she's doing, she should just be bowing down right now. It's not that she wants to bow down. And before she leaves, She has to calm down. Somebody said that before. She really needs to calm down, like no quarreling with him. If he's trying to stir her up to quarrel, don't quarrel, because these people are very manipulative. He
Yeah,
can make her, he knows that at this time she's about to leave. He knows. It's a
yeah.
spiritual something. It's a
He said
spiritual thing.
he wants to sell the house. Now he
Yeah,
wants to sell the house and go and rent house with her.
that is what they do.
Hmm.
Everything she said, that's why I told you the day I told my story is not, you didn't hear anything. Everything she said is just similar. You know, paying for rent, even though mine did not have a house. He told me I was working. I mean, when the menial work, I'm telling you, I know a care job is not what I mean. Menial is that I was working the lowest of the lowest. I hardly
Lowest
go to
money.
work.
The money that you
And
were getting was not that
it
much.
was not even. I don't even go to work even up to uh, 4 times a week. And he said I have to be paying. I have to be
Rent.
paying for rent. I have to be paying for food. All those things. So this is what they do. She should be very careful now. Very careful. Let her know that when she leaves, it's not to put fear in her mind. She should get ready, because that child that he has not been in his life, he will want to be in his life now. That is one thing these people do. They
God
don't
will
want
put
to do
confusion in his life
the
because
amen. That
he's
is what
reconciling with his ex-wife now. So that will be a distraction that God will use to
uh,
remove
and to be,
Catherine.
we pray
Mm.
God will do it, but let's
Amen.
face the reality. You know, He will always come to make sure to put that this thing. It's just prayers and also our wisdom. When we ask God to help
Yes.
us apply wisdom, that's how we can escape it. You know,
Yeah.
when it comes to that, because they will always want to fight to get the children or the child to make sure they torment the woman. So that is
Yeah.
what they do. So I just pray God will give her wisdom at this time, and she should make sure she's don't tell anybody around that place. Now she has the YouTube family. Let her confide on the people she has now, because people around her will go and tell that man. That is
Yeah.
what they do. They will still open up. She should hold her mouth to herself and just
And
pass the message
you
to
are right. You are
online
completely
family.
right, Jessica, because you know what happened? What's been
Mhm.
happening now is that a lot of people have been seeing these women coming on the show and they will go and be sharing that video and be telling the person. So that's
Yeah,
another risk factor there why we need to move very quickly because if
yeah, she needs
we
to
don't
move.
move, the man is likely to see this video. This is what
Yes,
people have
he
started doing
will.
now.
He will.
The
And
lady that came from
mhm.
Rwanda was telling me that, do you know that some of those her miserable people from her church or
Mm,
her local community that did not help her all these years that she was going through, there's nothing she's not been through. One of
mm,
them, a man, has started sharing that video, not because they want to help her or to see the pain she's been through, just to spite her that she came
mm.
to share her story.
Yes, that's what they do.
I said,
They are
send,
called flying
I told her, I
monkeys.
said, send me his number.
Mhm. They are called flying
Send me
monkeys.
his number. He's trying to shame you on top of everything that you've been through. Send me his number.
Mm,
Let me handle
yeah.
him.
Yeah, the flying monkeys
Can
are
you
always
imagine
available
this
to do the evil
proper
job.
flying monkey
Yeah,
on
that's
top
what they
of
call
everything
them.
that little girl has, that young woman has been through?
Yeah. The people she would think they are supporting her, they are not supporting her. These people, the triangulation is just to the peak. So she should be
Yeah.
very smart,
Thank
apply
God she doesn't
wisdom,
have any
get as
friends.
much as
It's
she,
even
yeah,
good. Yeah.
yeah, get
Thank
as
you
much as
so
she
much.
can. Thank you
Yeah.
so much, Auntie B. Thank you for your
Thank
time.
you. I hope you are doing okay with the kids.
I thank God. School has gotten me so deep, but I thank God.
Yeah. We'll find time to catch up soon.
Thank
Okay.
God. Thank you
All
so
right.
much. I
All
appreciate you.
right.
Bye.
Bye bye. Okay, we are moving very swiftly towards the end now. RN, I see you again in the studio.
Yes, yes, I am. I'm just waiting for her number.
I have put
So,
it in the private chat. Check the private chat.
oh, you did.
Yeah, check the private chat. It will be in the private chat. Yeah.
So I'm going to call her and then I'm going to ask her, is it okay? Because the
I've
way
asked
I'm
her.
going.
She said it's okay. I've asked
All
her.
right. So
Mm.
just a brief, since she's listening. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to call the line, and then I'm going to tell them this is the
No,
story.
I think it's better you call her. Just call her. The number is there. I've
Okay.
taken
So
her
I'm going to.
off YouTube, so you can call her now.
All right. So I am going to do that, and then tomorrow I'll tell you how far we are and what stage we are
Okay.
in as well.
All right. You have my WhatsApp number, right?
Yes, I do. I'll
All
let
right.
you know.
Thank you so
I'll
much.
keep you updated with the
All
stages
right.
where we are,
God bless
what's
you.
going on. Thank you so
Yeah.
much.
Yeah. So
Bye.
we finally thank you, RN. Oh my God. God
No
always
problem.
sends someone. In every city, God always sends someone. All these ladies. Oh God. You are so wonderful. Natasha, I've seen someone here that said they are in Massachusetts. is Natasha. Where is she? Natasha, are you here? I can see you just now. You just came in. You just came into the studio. Are you still here? I can't see your comment again. I'm going to post the link one more time for Natasha alone. Natasha, if you are still here, please click on the link. I've just posted it for you to come into the studio. All right? Can you please come in? TNT, your connection wasn't good when you came in, unfortunately. Maybe you can try as well. But I'll put my link there. Any of you that can use it. TNT, yeah, you're back in the studio again, but it's not good. It's your connection, I'm afraid. It's not me. I can see you, but I can't add you. Okay? I can't add you. Only people that want to speak. Please don't click on the link if you've already spoken. All right? Solution focused.
Auntie B, well done, oh.
Thank you, my
Well
darling.
done.
How are you?
I'm fine, thank you. I saw
Iṣẹ́
your
Olúwa ni o.
video, Abio. I saw your video from your visit to what's it called? Scotland.
Yeah,
That was
Scotland.
beautiful, beautiful,
Yeah,
beautiful.
thank
And
you.
yeah, I saw you. I caught up with your gist yesterday, but that's not what we're talking about now. So on this subject, Sister Catherine the Great. You have come from battle. Welcome, oh. You came out of battle. Nothing touched you.
She no
Nothing
even
happened
settle
to
down
you.
and enjoy the America before they begin to give and goes bast. Only 2 years in
And
America.
now because the man don't plan them before now, he want use the girl as retirement plan. So he don't strategize for him brain before he go Nigeria. Say whoever I'm going to bring is going to be making money for me to retire in my old age. That's all. The man just went to recruit under the guise of marriage. He just go lie to one family piece of to her family. Tell they say that marry one man. And you know our country now, our country people,
They
our
don't see
eye.
single parents.
They
The
don't
next thing
see
they link.
exactly. They go push the person enter fire on top. Say at least you don't see who go marry and book will let them go. Meanwhile, the man had his own plan in his mind. Now he make the girl not enjoy one bit because the man don't already calculate them, write them down. He don't already draw up plans of how it go be. Now he make am get the mind. He carry his chest come out. He knock am. He say, you know what? You will be paying rent. Me, Gborueri. And she was paying the rent. On top of that, you won't allow her to even live freely. She can't use water freely. She can't do things freely. I've never. This is modern day slavery. It's not when they go
Completely.
and. It's not when they
How
have
do you
high
ask a
class.
woman to help you pay child support for another woman's children? What
Thank
kind of
you.
wickedness is
I
that?
have never heard that. This one takes. This one carry first for the matter. I've
No,
never
it
heard.
happened to Joy too. Joy too. The man was saying that he's paying child support too. He was paying child support. He was asking her for money because he's paying
Oh,
child
I
support.
caught that. I didn't catch that one. Oh, wow.
Yeah, and
So,
that was the
these
story she
people.
saw that made her come forward.
Wow. Right. Oh my God. So she has come out, even though she has not her early years here was not enjoyment. There will be time for her to enjoy. The fact that she even came out of this one and she has the courage and the strength to come and share her story, already she has won. Every information that has been given to her, because there's nothing else for me to add. She should collect it very detailed and run with it. That person that mentioned, those people that mentioned YMCA, that is the to go. YMCA is everywhere. Every nook and cranny you go, you find a YMCA. If that will be the fastest, however way she wants to move forward with it, she should move forward. She will enjoy, and she shouldn't worry about paper. Paper will take care of itself when she's out of the abuse and out of that hostile environment. In fact, if she had said something while she was there, they would have dealt with the man. She would have gotten her papers. No story there.
Yeah,
But
but because she didn't
unfortunately,
know. She didn't
yeah,
know.
she didn't know. Yeah, because she's new. And that's the thing. Now, let me talk to, saying a solution. So solution be say, everybody when they listen, whoever is, knows somebody or is preparing or has an eye, wherever you are in the world, better be careful. There are a lot of men that are scavengers. They're looking for prey. They're looking for people that they can prey on. So that's why it's very important as women, married, unmarried, single, whatever your title is,
Category.
category you fall into, be very careful. Please be a whole person. Work on yourself. Love yourself. Don't look for validation from the outside. This is why these things are happening very, very quickly. And because of the state of things in our country, doesn't make it any better.
Yeah, he
But
said
guess
bring her
what?
come heaven. He said na heaven he bring her come.
Exactly.
America
Which
become
heaven?
heaven.
Exactly. Which heaven? Which heaven? Where be say you know the person you bring come, no, they fit drink water, put cup down with peace of mind. No be heaven. That one na hellfire now. People they do trafficking, they traffic human being. Now the man be now. There's no difference. If they say me they catch the man now, they fit put that category of crime for a neck. You don't know. But I thank God say she can't talk her story for this platform, because everybody that is listening will take something away from it. Wherever you are in the world, these things are happening too often. Don't be in a hurry to go and just be with anybody, because you don't know where they are coming from. I remember when I came to America, a lot of men were doing it then. They were going back home and marrying wives. So I started seeing what they were doing to their wives. I sent message to my people at home. I say anybody that wants to marry you and he claims say na America e dey, answer for him name and social security number. I will do the background check, because I don't want to hear story, because it's happening. It's been happening for a long time. People are just catching up to it because of social media. So I'm grateful that she's getting all the help that she needs. And thank you again, Sister B, for this wonderful platform, because you're healing souls, you're changing lives, you are doing the Lord's work. And
Thank you,
only
my
God will
darling.
feel reward you. Thank you very
Amen.
much.
Thank you,
Looking
sweetie.
beautiful as ever.
Thank you. Have a good evening, Solution
You
Focus.
as
Love you
well.
very much.
Love
Bye.
you too. Bye.
Bye. Okay, Usat, you said you wanted to say something.
Yeah, sorry, I got to call back again. Okay.
That's all right.
Yeah, I got a very important message for the lady. Now we're in a technological world. You don't know if that man, if he has a relative or he has friends that
Yeah.
they are doing some of these things together in the United States, right? They can swear be on this platform right now. You don't know. I don't know. They can swear
Yes.
stumble on your YouTube. I don't know.
Yes.
You don't know, right? Now, this is what the lady is going to do. If it's possible, she needs to catch that man unaware. And the
Yeah.
only way she's going to do that is she needs to do this within the next 24 or 48 hours.
Absolutely.
Because if she give that man time to be ready, the man is going to be prepared for her. That is
I
it.
agree. I agree.
So please, I think I don't know if she's on a call with another lady right now. If she
Yes.
can do everything possible, let her do it. Grab your documents. If the man don't allow you to grab your documents, snap them if you can snap them, take them to Google Drive on the cloud, leave it over there. The original copy is going to be there. If the man want to go the physical one, so be it. But let the rest be on the Google Drive online, and let her pick a song. If it's just one pair of jeans, if it's just one
Yeah.
pair of jeans and a car, let
Yeah.
her leave.
Yeah.
Let her leave. Because if that man should stumble on this YouTube video, trust me, the man is going to be ready for her. And it's going to be a different
Yes.
ball game entirely. Please.
Absolutely.
So I just want to
Absolutely.
quickly pass that because
Thank you so much.
the job I do over here in Canada, I know what I'm talking about, but I don't want to disclose it. So I
Yeah.
know what some of all these guys or men in it, black men do. So he's a crazy guy. So we don't need to allow elements like this to remain in the society. I think this man need to be behind the bar for the rest of his life. Seriously. And I'm not joking about it. Just that I don't have the power to do that or to like take things like this off in US. If you're to be in Canada, I know the organization will contact and the man will
Thank
go to jail
you.
for it. You don't just oppress human being created by God in this form.
Oh,
Please and thank
serious
you.
oppression. You are telling
You
your wife to
don't
be paying rent to you, and she
then
cannot use water.
you
Eh?
lock up the what you lock off water, you cut off
Drive her
electricity.
out during
Seriously?
winter to be sleeping outside. Look at bruises in her neck. Somebody's child. You promised the parents you are going to take care of her in America. How can people be this wicked now? Why?
The lady need to do everything fast within the next 48 hours. If
Okay.
possible. I know it's difficult to prepare things like this, but she need to be very fast so that man don't have a plan B and get prepared
Yeah.
for her. Please,
Thank you
thank
so
you.
much, Osa. I appreciate your support and your
Yeah.
very, very deep advice. You've given priceless advice. Please, oh guys, I need support. This is where the support we need is now. We've gotten a lot of advice. We've gotten a lot of signposting information and everything, which is also going to need money. She's gonna need some financial. I don't usually ask for money all the time, but when it's a matter of life and death like this, because she's gonna move. So please, guys, don't just relent. Come and hear this story and go away. Please, this is our sister. She's a member of our community. If you say you want to help and you believe that this platform is helping you, don't leave this work for me alone to do. People like RN are already on the case, and you hear what our brother has said, that she needs to move in the next 48 hours. We are going to need money to do this, to support her to move, because she might have to go and rent a place temporarily before they can sort her out. If there's no room for her to go to wherever, if it's shelter, whatever they need to give her there, I don't know. So my contact is on the screen. Please support by sending whatever you can. $1 here, $10 here, $20 here. Every little helps. WhatsApp number is there. My PayPal is there. It's obodooyinboconnect@gmail.com. That's my PayPal. And of course, my Cash App, Obodoyibo TV. Let us help this young woman. She's just been brought to America to be enslaved. This is not a marriage. Okay? She's very traumatized. You can hear from the way she's talking. Can't you see the way she's talking? This is when you know that her thoughts are not together. Even though I even told her, I say, write it down. She's in her car, sitting there in her car doing this show, because I say, please don't do it at home. Even if it's not at home, she might have camera at home. So to be safe, yeah. If you want to send money, Catherine, look at the screen. Just look at the screen now. You see that my this thing is there. My Cash App is there, and my PayPal is there. PayPal is obodooyinboconnect@gmail.com. And Cash App is Obodoyibo TV with the pound sign. That's how you send money. So I told her, I said, please don't stay at home. Oh. You need to get out of the house to come and do, so that to join us, so that he will not hear you. You can tell that this girl has just been brought to America to suffer. And this is a girl that already, she was in another very bad relationship, abusive relationship, where the man was doing juju. On top of the juju, he was also, sexually doing something to the child. Can you imagine a man, a grown-up man, not be juju be that, playing with the son's banana, asking the son to play with his banana? Do we know what that devilish, satanic man has done to that child in Nigeria? This is the same Catherine in that relationship. Eventually ran with her 2 children. She fell into this one's hand again. Which kind of wahala be this? Which kind of wahala be this now? Please, let's help her. That's all I'm asking for. Once she get out of that house, she's somewhere safe. PayPal, I always say that PayPal comes to now. People when they are alive, now I need PayPal. Who know they are alive? What did they take? If person, God forbid, if person enemy buy, they delete person enemy. American citizenship go they useful to you. American passport go they useful to you. So it is the safety of her and her children that is my primary concern. She needs to get out of there, like our brother also said, within the next 48 hours. Because I'm telling you, this video have a very far, reaching audience all over the world, especially the US, Canada. People watch my videos a lot and they share it. And they keep sharing it. Before you know, somebody that knows her or knows the husband will share it, and the husband will sit and say, hey, is this what you're planning? So before it gets today, let's get her out of that place, please. Don't just watch and go away. Help Catherine. I'm appealing to you. And you know that as you are doing this, God Almighty will never leave you, will never forsake you. He will never leave you. We are trying to get her out within the next 48 hours. And by the grace of God, she will leave. Say, this kind of matter, I go carry her for my head. Now, so I've just surrendered myself by the grace of God to, do this. And thank God, God is helping us. Everywhere we go, there's always help. I'm telling you, everywhere. Whenever any woman comes here, you see now, RN has already taken charge now. Because I'm not in the US. And that's why it's very, very important that we all join hands together. We cannot be waiting for Yubo people to solve our problems all the time. We are Black people, we are Africans, we are African American, we are Afro-Caribbean, whatever. We have to help one another. So thank you very much to everybody that has spoken. And I thank you for all the information you provided. I would definitely give you an update in due course, but let's try and get her out as soon as possible. And if you live in Massachusetts and you want to reach me, my WhatsApp number is on the screen. And like I said, if you want to donate towards, helping Catherine to move as well, and the things she needs immediately, the information is on the system. God bless you very much as you do. Thank you so much, everyone, for being here tonight. And I shall speak to you in my next video. I think I'm going to come online tomorrow. I won't do Thursday because I have a very busy day at work on Thursday and Friday. So I'm going to do tomorrow instead of Thursday. I have a story tomorrow that, is one of these ones that we are trying to avoid. And it happened in America. It's in America, it happened, I'll be Canada. Can't remember, one of those two. But the story will come, I will feature it tomorrow at 7 p.m. So if you are listening, please join me there. Thank you so much, everyone, for being here. I appreciate you, and I will see you tomorrow night. Have a good evening. Please give this video a thumbs up, and I shall be expecting to hear from as many of you as possible. Thank you. Thank you very much. Have a good evening. I love you very much. God bless you all. Bye-bye.